I have one more request. It would be great if you don't deduct Monday and Tuesday as a leave from my leave balance because I'm pretty much working. I'm thinking about how I can implement AI. So my brain is always working for the job. It's just that I don't want to show up and be part of the everyday work so that I can translate these learnings into something that is impactful for the company. So it would be great if you can grant me a leave. So there you go, guys. I've asked Whisperflow and Whisperflow typed out the whole thing. You will see nowhere did I mention write an email anywhere. I just dropped my thoughts. I just expressed myself. That's all I did. And here comes the email. You see, nowhere did I mention write an email, right? But still ended up coming with a very, very good email that I can copy, use, and do everything around it. So we basically used an email or a mail writer that is created by someone on top of ChatGPT. And for me to find these apps, I can simply go to GPTs, right? And look at how many apps are here. If I keep scrolling, right, apps will keep coming because there are literally lakhs of these apps out there. But like I told you, the real game is when you build your own app. For that, I'm going to simply click on this create button. Now, guys, as I land on this, I want to give you something very, very clearly. I want to give you a heads up. And that heads up is you cannot basically create this GPT if you don't have a paid account with ChatGPT. But don't worry, I'm going to teach you how to do it with a free account as well very, very soon. You have to learn this first. But like I told you, what you're going to learn right now is the simplest app possible. We're going to go 2 levels deeper very, very soon. So have patience. If you already know what I'm showing, don't worry about it. If you've already seen this, don't worry about it. Because what I'm going to show next, I can guarantee you there's a very low chance that you would know. Right? So don't worry about it. We're going to take it step by step. Okay. Like I said, we can click on the create button to start creating a GPT, but you need a paid chat GPT account for this. I'm going to show you a free way as well. Don't worry. Okay. Now I'm going to click on this plus create button and I'm going to land on this wizard. Now, what is this wizard? This wizard is a GPT creation wizard. What do I even mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is this GPT creation wizard, like you guys can see, right? I can talk to it right here. I can just talk to it. Okay. And it can literally build me the app that I wanted to build. I can just talk to it here and it will build me the app right here. So, how do I go about it? What do I create first? Let's say I create a lot of content on LinkedIn. So, I want an app to be built which can write LinkedIn content for me. The way I want it is I'll give it a topic and it should write a great LinkedIn post for me. That is the app that I want to build. I want a LinkedIn post generator. Okay. So what do I do? Well, I come to this left panel, which is the creation wizard, and right side is the preview wizard. I just come here and I vibe build it. What do I say? I'm just going to use Whisperflow again. All right. So what I want to do is I want to basically build a LinkedIn post generator. The way I want it to work is every time I give you a topic, your job is to come up with a killer LinkedIn post on that topic. And you use all the knowledge about how to write viral LinkedIn posts because you're a LinkedIn post writer. You have written LinkedIn posts for a lot of top individuals out there, and you know how to write LinkedIn content so that goes viral. You understand the algo, you understand everything about it, and you use all this knowledge. Every time I give you a topic, you write a killer LinkedIn post for me. That's it. That is all I say. I've selected the medium intelligence in this case because I don't think I need a high intelligence, but medium intelligence is good enough for this. I'll click on the send button. Guys, I want to give you a heads up. The custom GPT thing that we are building right now is a slightly buggy tool because every time there's a new model that these guys release, it kind of slightly becomes buggy. Okay, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. I suggest naming it as LinkedIn Ghostwriter Pro. I'm like, sounds good. It's recommending me a name. And you'll see already it has started to build a lot of stuff. It has written a copy. It has created a lot of options right here. It has come up with a name as well and it's calling itself the LinkedIn Ghostwriter Pro. It has also come up with a profile picture. It has done everything all by itself. I didn't have to mention anything. Now it's asking me, do you like the direction? Would you like the profile picture to feel more premium, minimal, founder led, or creator style? I would say uh, I would like the profile picture to be way more premium and minimal and simplistic. This is too colorful for me. So fix the profile picture for me. I don't know. If you guys want to really fix the profile picture, you can of course give it feedback like this. Usually I don't care, quite frankly. But you can see this, it has started to generate a profile picture for me. Usually, like I said, I don't care. So I'm gonna just skip it and I'm gonna be like, hey, can I test it now? Because it's built something for me already, right? So I'm going to just skip it and I'm going to be like, can I test it now? Because I want to test the app. Now it is I'm going to just stop. I don't care about the profile picture, guys, obviously. And I'm going to be like, can I test the app now? Let us see. And it says, yes, you can test it now in the preview chat on the right. You can give a topic like AI will change education. It'll come up with something like that. Okay, let's go with a topic. Topic. What topic do we create? This is one of the biggest problems. Every time I think about writing content, I'm always stuck. What topic should I create content on? Okay, let's create a topic that let's go with just this. AI will change education. Okay. I know it's not very exciting as a topic, but okay. Look at that. I gave the topic, and here comes the LinkedIn post, guys. AI won't change education. It'll expose what already is broken. For decades, education has been built around simple model. One teacher, many students, same place, same content, same test, blah, blah, blah. Everything around it. I just gave it a topic and it came up with a killer LinkedIn post. Let's say one more topic I will try. Topic impact of AI in, let's say, marketing, or even more fun one topic, how to build a one person $1 million company. Let's say that is the topic that I want to write a LinkedIn post on. And here it comes, guys. The LinkedIn post just gets shipped right there the moment I give a topic in a format that should ideally work. Guys, if you like what you're seeing, drop a boom in the chat. We just built a very simple app where every time I give a topic, it is able to come up with a viral LinkedIn post on that topic without a problem. Isn't this crazy? Now, I told you this is the simplest possible app that we can build. Why did I say that? Now, I want you guys to hold your attention for a second. Okay. We built an app. It's called LinkedIn Ghostwriter Pro. It can write LinkedIn content. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. But I see a problem with it. You know what that problem is? The problem that I see with this is basically it does write a LinkedIn content piece, but it doesn't write like me. It's not written in my style. You know what I mean? I write my LinkedIn content in my own style. It doesn't understand how I write. So it wrote like AI. And I can see how AI first it is. Anyone reading this LinkedIn post, they can say it is written by AI because there is no insight. It's very AI. Two, one other thing that I really hate about this, the app that we have built, is that I have to come up with a topic. I don't want to come up with a topic. I want AI to come up with a topic for me. Now, that would be more useful. You guys agree? An app that comes up with a topic by itself and also has the ability to write LinkedIn posts exactly in my own style. Don't you guys agree with that? How many of you guys want to build the level 2 of this app? This was level 1. Basic. Level 2 in the chat if you want to take it to the next level. Where it's not only writing LinkedIn posts, but it's also telling you what to create and also is writing a LinkedIn post exactly in your own style. I told you, you guys are up for a ride. And that is exactly what we are going to do right now. So here's the thing, guys. What happened in this tool was for us to be able to build an app more advanced than this, the level 2 of the app, which can write LinkedIn content in my own style, I need to understand how this app worked to start with for me to be able to build an advanced. I mean by that. Look at this. I was giving a topic and was able to give an answer, but how was the app working in the backend? For that, I can go to configure button right here. And as I see it, I'm seeing something interesting. The profile picture is right here, and I can upload a picture that I like. The name, LinkedIn Ghostwriter Pro, is right here. I can call it 2.0 and it just updates. And it says turns any topic into sharp, lightning performing LinkedIn post. Okay, if I want to change it, you can see how it is changing if I add by Vaibhav Sisanti. And okay, I screwed up my spelling and it works. All these things is great. But the reason why this app works the way it does is because of this instruction. And I want you guys to listen to this extremely clearly. What happened is, you see this batch of text that is written inside of this. This is basically the prompt. So when I asked AI that I want you to write LinkedIn posts every time I give you a topic, ChatGPT's AI, which is the GPT models, ended up writing this prompt in the backend. And because of this prompt, the app is working the way it does. Am I clear? So everything that we told here, that I want you to generate a LinkedIn post, write viral LinkedIn post every time I give you a topic, blah, 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 everything around it, ChatGPT understood that and converted that into this prompt for me. Now, when I saw this prompt for the first time, I'm like, dude, I can write a better prompt than this. And if I want to build an advanced GPT, I have to write my own prompt. If I have to build my advanced GPT, I have to write my own prompt. So, for the level 2 of the app that we're going to build right now, guys, I'm going to teach you how to write killer prompts specifically for GPTs like this or apps like this. And there is method to the madness. You see, when I write my prompts, right, they're usually quite large. For example, I'm going to show you one of the example GPTs that I use, right? This is something that generates real scripts for me. If I go to configure, look how long the prompt is. And I know it looks scary. There are hashtags, there are stars, there are all that good stuff. Look how long the prompt is. This is a prompt I wrote. And when you end up learning how to write advanced GPT, you have to build an advanced GPT. So this is what you have to learn right now. And a lot of people might be wondering, dude, this looks so technical. ये तो मेरे से होगा ही नहीं. This looks very complicated. I'm not smart enough to be able to write a prompt like this. If any of you guys are feeling like that, well, trust me, that is not true. Each and every one of you will be able to write a prompt like this because I'm going to teach you how to write a killer prompt like this right now in the next 15 minutes. And if you guys are wondering, I wrote this prompt, everything line by line using my hands, that's not true. I got AI to write the whole prompt for me. But when we asked ChatGPT to write the prompt for the LinkedIn prompt generator, it wrote such a small prompt. Now, this looks so long, so extensive. Webber, what do you mean by getting AI to write a prompt? And that is where something new kind of I wanted to teach all of you guys. You know what? What I wanted to teach all of you people right now is thinking with AI. You see, one of the biggest problems that I see with people is they basically outsource their thinking to AI. If there's a job, they will just ask AI, do this for me. That is a wrong way of doing it. The best way of solving problems is thinking with AI. You solve the problem, but you use AI to solve that problem. So I will not write the prompt. I will get AI to write the prompt, but I'm going to tell AI how to write the prompt. I'm going to direct it. I'm going to coach it on how to write a best prompt out there. And that is what enables you, or that is what results in such a in-depth prompt like this. You guys ready for this? You guys ready for this? Let's go in the chat if you guys are ready for this on learning how to go about this. Guys, the next 45 minutes, if you guys are giving your 100% attention, it will fundamentally change how you use AI forever. It's on you. That's why I keep saying, if you guys are even in 90% focus, drop off from this call, do something else. Don't be part of this session. I want your 100% attention because what I'm going to show you is extremely powerful. Now, I know a lot of you people want to do things on Claude. So let's jump to Claude. Okay. I have Claude open right here. I prefer using the Claude desktop usually. Uh, right. I have Claude open right here. I hope you guys can see the screen. Funny, is Claude visible? Can you give me like a thumbs up if the Claude window is
Yes,
visible?
yes, it is visible.
So guys, let's use Claude because everybody wants Claude, Claude, Claude. That's the feedback that Funny gave me. Web of everybody wants to learn everything with Claude. Okay, let's do it with Claude. It's quite good. I understand. Now, the job that I told you that I'll teach you right now is we have to build the level 2 of the app. What is the level 2 of the app? The level 2 of the app that we are building right now is a LinkedIn app, okay, but a LinkedIn app which can write exactly like me. It has two jobs. It has to write LinkedIn content, but has to write exactly like me. And the second thing that this tool has to do is it has to come up with its own topics. So let's solve the problem number one, which is it has to write LinkedIn content exactly like me. Now, how will it write LinkedIn content exactly like me? That's the prompt that I need to write. There comes a big problem, guys. For AI to be able to write LinkedIn content exactly like me, it needs to know how I write my LinkedIn content. So I have to tell AI how I write my LinkedIn content. And you know what? Every time you try to explain AI, it's very, very hard. Because I can only say things like, oh, I write in simple English. Oh, I write in plain English. Oh, I write like I speak. And garbage stuff like that, high level garbage stuff like that, that's not going to work. So, how do I give AI something that is valuable enough and AI can take action on it? Well, what if I give AI LinkedIn posts that I have personally written in the past? And I ask AI, hey, you tell me how I write my content. I will give a bunch of content to AI that I have written in the past, and I will ask AI, you tell me how I write LinkedIn content. Then it can tell me because it's so smart. Once it tells me how I write my LinkedIn content, I will use that information to convert that into a prompt. Do I make sense? That is what we are gonna do right now. Now, to make it simple and faster, what I've done is I have basically downloaded, I've asked my team to download or you to basically like give me a dump of all my LinkedIn posts that I've created all my life. You can see these are all the LinkedIn posts that I've ever created. Okay, it has the LinkedIn post, it has number of shares, number of likes, number of comments. I got this work done so that we don't waste time copying and pasting, so it's just faster. So I have this data ready. I made this data ready. By the way, there are ways to get this automatically as well. For example, you can go to LinkedIn settings and you can ask for a export dump. It can give you. If you want to do the same with Gmail also, you will be able to do that. There are settings for everything. I'm assuming you're smart enough to go research, figure out a way on how to download your content, your email, or anything like that. But I'm going to use this data. These are content that is written by me. I'm going to use this data. Okay. So I'm going to go to Claude because I have this data, and I'm going to be like, first I'm going to write a prompt because I wanted to tell me how I write. So I'm going to write a prompt like this: you are an expert content analyzer. You see, you've been very, very good with analyzing huge chunks of content and find patterns in them. Your job is to go through the LinkedIn post that I'll be sharing with you right now. This LinkedIn post that I'm sharing with you right now has content that is written by me. I would specifically want you to look at content which I have created in the non AI era because recently I've been using a lot of AI, but non ChatGPT era. So look at the content that I've posted before ChatGPT came into existence. I'm going to share all this data with you, and your job is to go through all all this information and understand how I write my LinkedIn content. So I want you to decode how I write my hook, how I write my body, how I write my call to action, how my content flows, how I use data, how I frame my sentences, the kind of words that I use, how I structure my sentences. Everything that you can possibly know about how I write my LinkedIn content. And you know what I want you to do? I want you to build me an extensive content DNA playbook of my writing style. I want you to build a super extensive document, the PhD level document, as deep as possible on how I write my LinkedIn content. This document should be so powerful that if I give this document to any good writer, they should be able to go through it. And when they follow these instructions to write content, they should be able to replicate the style of my writing by 99%. This is the job that I want you to do. Now, before you execute the job, I want you to explain me what you understood from the task. First of all, clarify what you understood from the task. If everything is good to go, then you can go ahead and do the task for me. So there you go, guys. I've spoken. This is why I like Whisper Flow, because I can be extremely expressive. There you go. I've written the whole thing. Quite frankly, for tasks like this, you don't need a Opus 4.8 or any new models. I prefer a Sonnet 4.6 or even a Haiku 4.6 or anything like that. But again, you can use any model for this matter, for this something like this. You don't need like an insane model for this. Just FYI. I'll click on the send button. What have I done? I basically said, I'm going to give you a ton of LinkedIn content that I have written in the past. I want you to analyze it and tell me how I write my LinkedIn content. Guys, FYI, you're going to get all these prompts, so don't worry about it. Look at this. It is doing some work. It is trying to understand what I'm trying to say. It is checking if I've uploaded any data. Not really. All right. So look at this. This is what it understood. Got it. Before I touch anything, here is exactly what I understood. The task, I understand it. You want me to reverse engineer how to write LinkedIn content specifically from your pre AI era. Why did I say pre AI era? Because if you look at this LinkedIn post, right, all the content is out here, which is also posted a few weeks back. And quite frankly, after AI came into the picture, I've been using AI for most of my content. So, because it is trying to replicate the style of my writing, I wanted to go through my content which was written by me in the pre-AI era. So because I'm giving it the whole dump and it has when I posted it, I believe it is smart enough to identify that. Right? I will only analyze posts before that point, and you have a cleaner personal cutoff in the mind. For the authenticity of the body, I will decode the document, all of this, and give a PhD level content DNA playbook. The only problem before I said, you said we are going to share the content, but nothing actually has come through. There's no LinkedIn data in front of me to upload. Drop the content and I will get to work. Guys, did you understand what I just did? I basically explained my problem statement and I asked AI to explain me back what it understood. Because a lot of times, what we believe AI understood and what it actually understood are two different things. Okay. Now that I got this, I have downloaded this data already. I'll go to Claude simply. Okay. And I'll upload this file inside of Claude. There you go. And I'm going to be like, here is all the extensive LinkedIn data that I've shared. It has all the content here. And also has likes, comments, views, and all of that. Feel free to use all this information to come back with a super extensive content DNA playbook, like I've mentioned, and give it to me. There you go, guys. I've just told it. I click on the send button. What have I done? I've given this sheet, which is 1 MB, right? I've given that data to Claude. And now Claude is doing this. Imagine this. How hard would it be for someone like a human, like you and me, to go through hundreds of posts, look at the data of what has given me more likes, more comments, and views, understand a pattern of writing, and build a content DNA report? If I had to tell this to AI, this would have been impossible for me because I would be like, oh, I write in simple English, I use words like this, I write like I speak, and garbage information is what I can tell AI. But because I'm asking AI to do the job of explaining me how I write my LinkedIn content, it is explaining me how it understands as well. So when I give the same playbook back to AI, it will understand what it has written. It will know what it means. It will have examples. So it can replicate the style of my writing in a much, much better way. Guys, if you guys are on the same page with me, and if you're mind blown with what we are doing, drop a crazy in the chat. If you're able to understand how I think, this is how I think about everything in my life when it comes to AI. And one very important thing that I want all of you guys to understand here is that what I'm showing you right now is an example. I'm not teaching you how to get AI to write LinkedIn content in your own style. That's not what I'm trying to teach. What I'm trying to teach you is a process. What I'm trying to teach you is how to solve problems using AI and how you can think about solving problems using AI, how you can break down problems and get AI to help you with that. Am I making sense? If I'm making sense, drop in a heart. I'm not teaching you how to write a LinkedIn content writer. I'm teaching you a process on how to think with AI and solve problems with AI. And in this case, we are at this point of time learning how to write a killer prompt using AI. So break everything down, guys. Break every problem statement down and try to execute it in one step at a time. So go back to your foundations. So people say, right, with AI coming into the picture, what is the job left for me? This is exactly the job left for you. Your job is to break problems down and get AI to solve it for you. This is basically what is called as orchestration. I don't know how many of you guys have heard of this word orchestration. Now, this is the simplest orchestration possible. You see, what I see as AI is doing it, look at how much work it is putting. It is literally writing Python scripts to figure out what is good, what is bad, and understanding everything. Look at how much work it is putting through. And as it's doing it, right, I'm trying to explain you guys the same thing that, and here it comes, guys. Look at this. How crazy is this? Analyzed. Here is what I worked for you to trust the foundation. It had 1,000 posts. I filtered safe pre-chat GPT window using relative timestamps 4 years ago, 5 years ago bucket, which gave me 350 pre-AI posts, out of which 304 carry real written copy. And it used that out of 1,000 posts, it found the 350 best posts of mine, and you out of that it figured out the 304 posts which had written content in it. And using that, look at the playbook, guys. The Web of Sicily LinkedIn Content DNA playbook, the pre-AI era writing style reconstruction, built for 99% replication. Part 0, the one pager soul of the voice. Here it comes. Part 1, the non negotiable structure. Look how crazy this is. It has literally counted how many times I've used these emojis as well. I only use these emojis, looks like, and has literally counted this and says the workhorse emoji that I use is this. How crazy is that? The hook system, how I create the hook, all the kind of hooks that I create, the body architecture, the blueprint, the personal story with a lesson, the sharp opinion, the curation on the hat tip, the micro post, the call to action system. My goodness, how he uses data and proof, sentence framing and structure. And it goes on. The lexicon, the actual words that I use all the time. The humanness signature, critical for authenticity. It is able to replicate that. Part 9, it is now writing the tone, persona, and the emotional palette as well. The topic territories, what he writes about, what kind of content do I create majorly on? Here comes the right thing. Hard negative constraints, what I never do. Fill in the blank templates. It has given me some templates as well right now. Part 13 is P-Publish scorecard. Before you shift the post, it must score yes to this. These are 99% fidelity checklists, and it literally built out a checklist for us. Saying if you all these checklists are correct, then it is in the style of AI, it is in the style of WebHub, and it also wrote a working example. Guys, if you think this is insane, Drop a comment insane in the chat. Look what we just got. A content playbook that I believe is almost impossible for me to pull this off. Now, what I'm going to do nicely is I'm going to copy this and definitely save this. I'm going to go to docs.google.com. I really like this. So I'm going to just save it just so that I'll use it later. Right? There you go. I'm going to save this. Okay. Just for using it later. Okay. Now that I have this playbook, now that I have this playbook, what do we have to do next? We have to convert this. You have to convert this into a prompt. We basically have to convert this into a prompt. So how do I do that? Well, I simply copy this by clicking on the copy button. I open a new chat GPT, a new Claude window, and I'm gonna write a new prompt right now. Now that I have the playbook, I need to convert this into a prompt. So I'm gonna just paste the whole content DNA playbook here, and I'm gonna write something like this. You are an expert prompt engineer who has written a ton of prompts for AI bots and AI agents. What I've shared with you is the content playbook of how I write my LinkedIn content. It's an extensive analysis of almost 300 posts of mine, which basically tells you how exactly I write my LinkedIn content. That's the playbook here. What I want you to do is I want you to write a prompt for me, like an expert prompt engineer, which will enable me to do this. Every time I give you a topic, this prompt should be able to write a LinkedIn post for me on that topic, which can go viral on LinkedIn. But what is important about this is the fact that it should replicate the style of my writing. And for it to replicate the style of my writing is the reason why I've attached the content DNA with you. If you go through the content DNA, you'll understand exactly how I write. And using this content DNA, understand the style of my writing so that every time I give you a topic, you can replicate the style of my writing to 99% and write a viral LinkedIn content on any topic that I give you. And that is the job that I want you to execute for me. So go ahead and write the super extensive prompt, which will write LinkedIn content, viral LinkedIn content for me on any topic that I give, replicating the style of my writing to 99%. 99% is the minimum score. It's a non negotiable. So make sure when you're writing the prompt, you're capturing everything out there. There you go, guys. I have just put in all the information here. Okay. And I'm going to click on the send button. Are you able to understand what I just did? I took the content playbook that Claude gave me. I gave that back to Claude and I said, convert this into a prompt right now. And here is where it has started to work. You can see it has started to work. It has started to think about how to structure the prompt. It is going through the playbook. Once it understands how to go through the playbook, it will end up writing the prompt for us. So this is how the way I work. The reason why I'm showing you this example is because I want you guys to understand how I work with AI, how I think with AI, how I get AI to do the work for me and not the other way around. And here it comes, guys. Here it comes, the system prompt. Here comes the whole prompt. How insane is this? Now, if I would have asked AI without doing this process, just write a prompt for me, it would have written a very, very basic prompt. Like we saw with ChatGPT already on custom GPT, it would have written a very, very basic prompt for us. But no, we got AI to do more work for us. And that's exactly why, look at this. Look at the prompt that we are getting right now. I hope you guys are understanding the power of what we are doing right now. Right? Now, as it is writing the prompt, I will tell you one more thing. Okay? While the prompt is quite nice that it's coming up, I like to get these prompts written in a very specific format. And that format is basically called as markdown prompting. Now, if you saw this Real script writer, right, you saw all these hashtags and stars, and there's something called as role, objective, and all of this. What the hell were these? Well, this prompt was following a structure, which is a special prompting structure for projects that you can build on ChatGPT and Claude or apps on top of ChatGPT and Claude, and that is called as the markdown prompting. And I want you guys to be able to write prompts in this style. But when we asked Claude to write a prompt, it didn't write a prompt in exactly the markdown style. It doesn't have role, objective, and all. Yes, it has some hashtags and stars, but it's not exactly in the format that we want. So I'm going to teach you a new prompting technique very quickly so that the prompt quality improves even further. And I follow this prompting structure for everything. And that's, my friends, is called as markdown prompting. What is markdown prompting? Like you guys can see, it has a few things. It has role, objective, context, instructions, and notes. These are the things that the markdown prompting actually has. Now, what are these? Role is very simple, where you explain AI how you want it to behave like. In this case, I want it to behave like the LinkedIn copywriter who is doing copywriting for me, Web of Sicily. What is the objective? In objective, I explain AI. Its job is that every time I give a topic, its job is to come up with a LinkedIn post exactly in my own style. What is context? Context is the fact that I already have 500,000 followers on my LinkedIn and people are already aware of a style of my writing. So if AI writes LinkedIn content like AI, my audiences will understand I used AI to write this writing. So the context here is it's very important to be able to replicate the style of my writing. And if AI is not able to replicate the style of my writing, my LinkedIn will not grow as fast. Context is where you tell AI why what it is doing is important. That is what context is, right? You explain AI, listen, if you're not able to replicate the style of my writing, the problem with that is my audiences can read it and they'll be like, this is not written by WebHub. This is probably written by ChatGPT or Claude, and they will not follow my content. If they don't follow my content, I will not get the reach that I used to get. If I don't get the reach that I used to get, my followership will grow. My followership will come down. If that happens, it will become very hard to run my business. So your job is to make sure you replicate the style of writing to the T so that the content looks very natural and I continue to grow. Context. This is what context is. AI needs to know why what we are doing is important. And then comes instructions. Instructions is where you capture pretty much step one, right hook like this, right body like this, right call to action like this. All the playbook that we have to put that inside of instructions. And notes is where we basically specify things that we were not able to specify before. Let's say we wanted to say some very important pointer saying that I never want you to use, let's say, M dash. I never want you to use this character M dash, and I could not put it anywhere else. So I put it on notes. Never use M dash in your life when you're writing the content. So that is what notes are. These are the headlines. But what are these hashtags? And what are these double hashtags here as well? Well, that is what Markdown actually is. What do I mean by that? I'll explain you. So if we are, let us go back to the prompt that we got AI to write for us. Actually, I didn't save it. Okay, that's okay. You see, the problem with AI is if I, when we humans want to say that something is important, what do we do? Okay, let me show you in this example actually. So we have this prompt, guys. Okay. Let's say there is this very important line. Okay. And if we humans believe that this is important, we automatically bold it or increase the size of the font of this by calling it a title. We want to increase the size of the font, but those settings are not possible inside of this. I cannot really increase the size of the font of this, or I don't have the setting to make it bold. So the way we use these hashtags and these stars that you see here, right, is to communicate with AI and to tell why what is important. For example, I'll show you how the markdown formatting actually works. Okay. This is how the markdown formatting actually works. When you put single hashtag in front of a line of text, AI imagines that to be a headline one. Are you able to understand? If I put, for example, if I put a, because there are two hashtags in front of this, AI imagines this to be a big headline, but a headline two, like you guys can see. So you can see headline two font is smaller than headline one. So basically, you have three different fonts to play with. The biggest font is single hashtag. The second largest font is two hashtags. The third largest font is three hashtags. And if you want to make a word bolded, you can't see it. AI imagines it to be bolded. Then you put that word between two stars like this. For example, in this prompt, you will see this word is in between two stars. That means AI imagines this word to be in bold. And guys, that is what Markdown formatting is. This is like a secret language for us to tell AI what is important, what is that you wanted to focus on, and everything around it. It's the simplest way to put. Made sense? Give me a thumbs up if that made sense. This is our secret coded language to tell AI why what is important. That's it. That's pretty much it about Markdown prompting. Now that you understood what these hashtags and stars are, now that you understood role, objective, context, and everything else is, most of us will not use it to write it ourselves. The way I use it is I copy this prompting structure, I go to Claude because it already gave me a prompt here, right? And I'm just going to be like, hey, can you give me the prompt in the below format? And I gave it the full format. It understands everything. Role, objective, context, instructions. I basically copied this and I pasted it here. And I'm going to say, feel free to add your own headlines and sub headlines. I have no problem with it. But make sure role, objective, context, instructions, and notes with the right markdown formatting is anyways there so that the prompt becomes even more powerful. That's what I say. And I click on the send button. So what I'm doing is I'm basically converting the prompt that Claude already gave me into a format that I want. And look at this. Here comes role. Here comes objective. Here comes context. Here comes instructions and instruction one, two. So the idea here is knowing what to ask AI. That's the whole point. And that is what we're doing. We know which format we want our prompt to be. We know what to ask AI. We know how to get AI to write the prompt for us. And this is what basically improves your outputs by 10x. Guys, you have no idea of what you're learning today. The moment you start putting these things inside of your usage, the kind of outputs you will get will put you on a different league altogether. And that is the crazy part of it. Now, now that the prompt is ready for us, right? I told you one more thing that I'm going to teach you. I told you custom GPT only is on a paid account. You can't do it for free. Well, if you want to use a tool like this for free, inside of Claude, you could do that. Okay, how do you do that? Well, if you come to the sidebar, there is something called as projects. Even if you have in a free account, you can use projects. I can tap on this and this new box opens up. Projects is similar to that of custom GPTs. And I can click on new project right here. And that's it. I can create a project. So first thing that I will do is, first, now that we have the prompt, I'm going to just copy this. Okay. And I'll come to projects, create a new project right here and call it the viral LinkedIn post generator. I can explain what I wanted to. I'll click on create project. Now that I've come here, now you will see there is a section called as instructions. Okay. Now you know why I wrote the prompt first. It says something called as instructions. So I can click on the add button and I can simply paste the prompt. This is the instructions. I'll click on the save button and we are good to go. The prompt is right here. Now you remember there was this content playbook that I ended up pasting it here. The reason why I ended up pasting it here is because I realized what if AI, when it's writing this prompt, has some doubts? I thought it would be great if AI has access to this playbook as well, just in case if it has doubts. And Claude allows me an option to basically upload files. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just download this playbook. I'll download it as a PDF. There you go. And I'm gonna simply upload this playbook as well. So Claude all of a sudden has the prompt and also has the content playbook that I had created. Making sense? Just in case if the prompt is not enough, it can also use the playbook to understand the style of my writing even better. So I don't want to take any chance or any shot at it. Okay, now that we have built this, now that we have the instructions, which is looking stunning for me, and on top of that, I also have the playbook right here. All I could do is give it a spin right now. Now, you can see this. We are inside of the project, which is a mini app on inside of Claude called as a viral LinkedIn post generator. I can give it a topic right now. Let's say, what topic will we give? Let's say AI will disrupt jobs forever, but not how you think. Let's say that's the topic that I want to create content on. I just write the topic, I click on the send. Let's see what you can see. It is inside of viral LinkedIn post generator. And let's see, it is thinking right now. Why is it thinking? Because it is going through the whole prompt for me right now. And if needed, it will also go through the playbook for me right now. All right. So let's see what we come up with. It's doing all that hard work for me right now on the back end to be able to replicate the style of my writing. So you can see refining LinkedIn post structure and polishing posts, refining post structure and polishing the final details, whatever it is doing, whatever it needs to do by following the instructions and everything. Look at this architected the contrarian LinkedIn post on AI disruption angle. And here comes the LinkedIn post, guys. AI is not coming for your job. It's coming for the gap between you and someone slightly better. For years, being good enough was safe. You showed up, did okay work, nobody really noticed. That era is quietly ending. Now, one person with AI does what a team of five could do. So the really question change. It's no longer will AI replace me? It is will the person next to me using AI replace me? Now, I'm not saying panic. I'm saying the opposite. The best part is that the most level playing field we ever had. A 22-year-old man in a small town is now capable to compete with anyone anywhere. The tools are almost free. The skill is learnable. So basically, AI does not destroy job. It destroys the excuses of staying average. Thoughts? Insane, guys. If you look at the LinkedIn posts, these are the emojis that I use. This is how I frame my sentences. And I always end the LinkedIn post with the question, thoughts, what do you think about it, and things like that. And it replicated to the T. I can literally say it is a 9.5 out of 10. Nobody, even I can't tell it is not written by me. It is that good. And we just got AI to replicate the style of my writing. Guys, if you think this is insane, drop a boom in the chat. What did we do? We got Claude to reverse engineer the style of my writing. And we got this LinkedIn content playbook. Then we converted this LinkedIn content playbook by asking Claude into a prompt, and the prompt was ready. We uploaded the incredible prompt right inside of this. And once we did that, we were already, I could give it a topic and was able to give me a LinkedIn post. Now, this was only one part of level 2 app. The other part of it is I told you, I don't know what to create content on. I obviously don't want to create a content on AI job description beyond the obvious and things like that. I want to create content on topics that could go viral right now. And I create content on AI. And I want AI to do the job of coming up with content as well, coming up with ideas as well. So, what can I do? Well, I could do something very interesting. On the same tool, instead of me giving the topic, I can first ask AI to come up with a topic by doing research on the internet. So it does the job of topic research as well. So I will write a prompt something like this, okay? I will say something like, hey, I want you to look up the internet on everything that has happened in the world of AI in the last 24 hours only. No need to mention dates and times and everything around it. Look up the last 24 hours on everything that happened in the world of AI that is going viral right now. and recommend me 5 topics that I should create content on. That is what I want you to do. Once you give me the 5 topics that I should create content on, I will tell you which topic I like, and then you can write the LinkedIn content. So job one for me at this point of time, the step one for me right now is I want you to do a research on the internet, find me the best topic that I can create content on AI, because I majorly create content on AI and business, and tell me what are the 5 pieces of content that I can create. Once you do that for me, then I will tell you which post to create. Then you can create the LinkedIn post exactly in my own style. That's a job that I want you to do. Here you go, guys. I just said to the LinkedIn post generator, do a research on the internet. I don't care. Come up with ideas. So look at this. I'm digging into what's happening in AI right now. Let me research. That is what it is doing right now. It's going out there and reading a bunch of stuff on the internet. You can see this, right? It's reading a bunch of stuff on the internet that is going viral. I don't have to do anything about it. And once it does everything, right? Look at this, searching the web, searching the web, searching the web, right? It's going through multiple days clearly. And once it finishes the whole thing, what will it do? Well, it will be ready to tell me what is up and what I should create content on. Are you able to understand what we are doing right now? Look at this. It is now curating the top posts for me. And look at this. It did a research of everything that is going viral. And now it's coming up with topics. TCS just put Claude in front of 6 lakh employees. The US government pulled the world's most powerful AI model offline again. AI labs are now buying the tools that build AI. Samsung, LG, Nexon all deployed Claude in a single day. Open source AI can't be banned. Everyone just realized it. It did the research, came up with 5 topics. I like this one, the fifth one. So I'm going to be like, let's write a content on this. I just give it. And you know what? Now that it gave me the topic as well, it will write the LinkedIn content also in my own style. So all I have to do every single day is to come on this app on my phone, because I can use projects on my phone as well or on my computer. Now that I've built all of this, all I have to say is research the internet, find me the best idea that I can create content on, and write the LinkedIn post. It will write the LinkedIn post. If there are any changes, I can see it. If not, I can copy it, paste it on my LinkedIn, and go viral. That is it, guys. How insane is this that we are able to solve problems like wild? But you know what? Do you guys want to take it to one step more? Do you guys want to make it even more advanced? NL in the chat, next level in the chat. Because I'm not one of those people who get so easy, get so happy. I'm a very lazy guy. I'm like, I still have to come onto Claude every single day and say, research the internet, do this, write the LinkedIn content, and all of this. I don't even want to do that. I want an AI employee. I really want an AI employee to be able to do this. I don't want to do anything myself. Well, should we do the level 3, guys? Should we do the level 3 where every single day AI automatically in the morning, let's say 7 o'clock in the morning, does research on the internet, looks up all the ideas on the internet, finds the best topic, writes LinkedIn content, and keeps it ready. In fact, saves it on my computer so that when I wake up and log into my computer, I can see the LinkedIn post written ready. I can just review it and post it. Should we do this? I'm telling you, these are all about levels. These are all about levels. Yes? Okay, I love it. Funny, it's getting a little advanced. I hope this is okay. A lot of people might not understand this. A lot of people, I know you didn't anticipate me doing all of this today either
Yeah,
because I
I,
didn't tell
I
you
didn't think
anything.
you would talk about level three,
Yeah, I
but
like the audience. I don't know what to say. I like the audience. They've been nice, kind, super energetic. I'm like, why not? But this would also mean funny that we could get extended by 45 minutes. Guys, just FYI, this would also mean that we could get extend the session could extend by 45 minutes. Is that okay? Yes in the chat if that's okay. I mean, look, if somebody wants to drop off and they don't find value in this, it's on them. I'm always optimizing for winners in the audience, people who really want to make a difference. For them, I don't think it should be a problem. Okay, perfect. Let's do it, guys. Without wasting more time, let's do it. You guys are up for a ride. Okay. See, when it comes to automation, funny, I have a couple of ideas back of my head. I
Mhm.
could go into an advanced tool like Codex, but I think it will be very hard for people to understand that because it's
Maybe
complex.
we can
I
keep
could do
it.
co-work. I could do
Yeah.
co-work, but the problem with co-work, I'll tell you, is that it's a paid tool. It's not available for free. Or what if we do Kimi? Kimi is free.
Oh.
I mean, just to
Yes.
run this LinkedIn thing, it could be free, right? You can't do a lot every day, but with the free version, you can build one AI employee, I believe. Kimi is free,
Yeah.
Cowork is paid. Codex is also free, but it's very advanced for people to understand. What do you think we should take an approach? Guys, what approach should we take? A free option like Kimi or a paid option like, uh, Claude Cowork? Codex is too advanced. You will not be able to understand that. It is too advanced. It will take way lot amount of time. Okay, it's very clear, very clear. Everybody is calling for Kimi. Okay, guys, let us do that. Let us do that. Okay, let's do that. Someone is like, let's do it on terminal. I understand there are a few engineers here, but I'm trying to cater to everyone in the audience, not just the engineers. But I'm sure this will be helpful for everyone. Okay. So, Funny, I want you to be on the call. In case you're not able to get something, you can ask me
Yeah.
follow up questions because I'm doing this for the first time, and I don't want people to, be lost. So, at any point of
Yeah.
time, if I'm not making sense, feel free to ask follow up questions. Funny is going to act like your host right now, who's going to ask follow up questions for you. Okay. So, that is how we're going to roll. Funny, I'm going to keep the chat on so that you can skim through the chat if there are questions. Let's
Okay.
keep it like a live podcast at this point of time. Okay. But I'm not going to see
Okay.
the questions because I'll get derailed. Okay, guys. Here is what we have to do. We have built a LinkedIn post generator. We have built a content playbook, which is great. We have built the instructions, which is great as well. And we also have a gold mine of information, which is the LinkedIn post analytics. I will tell you what my problem with the current Claude as well is. When I asked it, come up with topics that could do really, really well, it worked hard, came up with a bunch of ideas, but it came up with ideas basis of nothing. Like it doesn't know what kind of ideas work well for me. You know what I mean? It doesn't know what kind of ideas work well for me. It just created content. That's it, right? Based on what it thinks works well. But you know what? I have gold mine of data. I have LinkedIn post analytics, which has the content right here, but also has shares, likes, and comments. So if I make AI go through all of this and compare this data to the things that are going viral on the internet right now, it can predict what could go viral on my LinkedIn. Funny, are you able to understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes. Yes. I
I'm
totally get
basically
it.
trying to say that I'm asking AI basically ki you come up with 5 pieces of content that you think goes viral, will go viral. And once you come up with those 5 topics, right, validate it with my data because LinkedIn post analytics is right here. So go through my
Yeah.
data, see if these kind of content pieces have gone viral in the past for me. If it is a yes, then and you give me that data so that I can use that information to write content because it's not just about coming up with a viral content. It's also about coming up with a viral content that works for my audience. We are going one level deeper. Any follow up question, Funny? Here?
Yeah. No. People, did you understand what Vaibhav is trying to do? Yes, on the chat, if you understood what Vaibhav is trying to do here, generating the content with AI and then AI having AI to validate that by looking at all of the previous posts that work because we already have data of the previous posts. Yes, I think people have gotten that.
Okay, awesome. Now that you got it, there are few things that we need, guys. This file. So I'm gonna just download this file as well. Actually, we have downloaded it already, but I'll still download it again. Okay, the file is downloaded. I need this, the Web of Specific Content DNA playbook, which I've already downloaded. And I also need one more thing. You know what that is? I need this prompt because we are moving to a different tool right now. And I don't want to redo the prompt. So I'm going to just copy the prompt, go to a new docs file, new document, paste the prompt, and I'm going to call this the LinkedIn prompt for writing posts like me. Okay. I have the prompt as well. I have all of these. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Kimi right now. Now, if you go to kimi.com, right, and just sign up for a free thing. Okay. Guys, FYI, Kimi is a Chinese software. Right. For people who are very wary about it, you might want to know about it, or you can use Cowork as well. But I don't have those Chinese problems. So I'm going to use Kimi. I use Kimi quite a lot. And you can click on this Get App button. Okay. If you click on this Get app, you can download a Windows app or a mobile app or a Mac app, right? I have downloaded the app. I prefer using it on the app. This will not work on the web. You need to have the desktop app installed, and you'll know why very, very soon. So I have the app on. This is the app. You can see this. This is the Kimi app. I've already downloaded it because I use it quite a lot for a lot of things. Obviously, Funny would know it. I'm a huge Kimi fan, right? Now, inside of Kimi, there is something called as work, which is like Claude Cowork's copy. Because it's Chinese, it is free, right? Good stuff. Now, what I need to do is for Kimi Cowork to work, I need to work in a project. So, you see, there is a prompt, there is this playbook, there is this prompt, there is this post analytics. How will Kimi get access to all this information? Well, the way Kimi gets access to all this information is by giving it access to all this information on a computer. Okay, so what I mean by that is I have basically have to create a new folder on my computer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Kimi. You'll see there's work in project. So Kimi has access to your computer. Okay, I can click on this and I'll say start from scratch. And now it is asking me what is the project directory or where is the folder, right? So I can click on it, go to desktop, click on new folder here, and I can call this mastermind, whatever, right? LinkedIn app. I can call this
So you're
whatever I want. Okay.
you're basically creating a folder on your computer and then giving the
That
AI
folder
access to
access
that.
to Kimi. Yes, that's what I'm doing. So I created a new folder on my computer. I say create. There you go. It is right here. It has created a folder on my computer and I click on open. Now Kimi can use that folder for all the job. I can call this the viral LinkedIn post AI employee. Okay. That's what we are creating in a way. I'll click on the save. So I created a new project. You can see this. It has access to the LinkedIn post AI employee at this point of time. So what I can simply do is I can simply basically, go and give Kimi access to all these files that I have that I've already downloaded, right? So I can
Mm.
just drag and drop it inside of Kimi, every single file like this. And I can say save it in the folder, or I could, because I've already downloaded them, I can simply open that folder on my desktop. Let's say, where is the desktop? Look how my folder is super messy. Where is mastermind? Okay, this was the one, right?
Yeah, that was the one.
You can see this. This is the folder. Kimi has access to it. Inside of it, created viral LinkedIn post AI employee folder, which we created, which is the project. And inside of this, I have to basically copy and paste all the files, which is the content DNA playbook, the LinkedIn playbook, the LinkedIn prompt, and also this data files. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't even know where these are. So
So
let
all
me.
of these files have to be there in that particular folder, and then
Correct.
that folder's access is what you're giving.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. So okay, I have to do it one at a time because it's super messy.
And
Desktop, where
Vaibhav,
is.
people are also asking whether it'll have access to other folders, which I don't think is the case,
No,
right?
no. It will only have access to the folders that we've given it access. Okay, let's open this file right
And,
now. There
and
you go.
people
I'm
are
selecting
asking
this file.
questions. Yeah.
Guys, basically, I'm moving those files into the right folder. That's all I'm doing. Where is this? Mastermind LinkedIn app. There you go. We have two things right now: LinkedIn post analytics and the prompt. Okay. File, download. Let's say I'm gonna download this as a PDF file. Again, just for me to find it very quickly. Open the folder. There you go, the LinkedIn prompt. I go to the desktop and I move it to the Mastermind LinkedIn app again. And there you go, guys. I have all the files inside of this, and I'll just move it inside of this folder, which is the viral LinkedIn post AI employee. So, guys, what did we do so far? I just moved all these three files: the LinkedIn Content DNA Playbook, the LinkedIn prompt that we already wrote, and the post analytics, all inside of a folder which is called the viral LinkedIn post AI employee, so that Kimi has access to it. Understood so far? Very simple. Kimi basically is an employee. And what you have done is you've given your employee access to the prompt, access to the playbook, access to the LinkedIn content unit. That's all you have done. Okay. Now that has access to all the three things, this is where the magic begins. Because it is an employee, I can literally say what I want it to do. For example, I can come inside of this and I'll say, your job is to come up with a three content ideas every single day and validate. I will not even say three content ideas. I will say your job is to come with three great content ideas. Actually, I will just speak it out. Your job is to come up with three great content ideas every single day based on what is working on the internet. So I create content on AI. My name is Vaibhav Sisanti, and I create content on AI. So your job is to look up the internet every single day for the last 24 hours, read the stuff that is going viral on the internet, and come up with like 10 content ideas that you believe we should create content on that. Once you have come up with that, I want you to come up with three top topics out of those top 10. Now, how will you come up with those top 10 topics? Well, what you do is inside of your data, inside of the folders that I've given you access, you will see a file which basically goes by the name LinkedIn Post Analytics.csv, LinkedIn Post Analytics Dump Sheet.csv. Inside of that file, you will see a lot of content that I've previously created. You will see the content, you will see how many likes, comments, and views it has got. I want you to go through all of that data and compare the top 10 topics that you come up with from the internet to compare it and see what are the top three topics that you believe could go viral on my own LinkedIn. So you're coming up with 10 topics, comparing those 10 topics based on my real time data that you have access to in form of CSV, and come up with three final topics. And not only you're coming with three different topics, you're giving 5-point reason for each one of the topic on why you believe that I should create content on each one of these topics. Once you have done that, I want you to convert those three LinkedIn topics that you found to be winners to be written into a LinkedIn post exactly in my own style. And for that, I have a prompt for you. There is a file inside of the folder which is called as LinkedIn prompt for writing posts like me.pdf. It has a prompt in markdown formatting inside of that file. I want you to go through that prompt, understand how I write, and in case you have questions about how I write my content, you can look up the Webhub Sisanti LinkedIn content DNA file, which has an extensive document of how my writing style is. Use all this information to write three incredible LinkedIn posts, which has the ability to go viral on my LinkedIn when I create it. That is your job. Guys, Funny, did you understand what I just did? Whatever I explained all of you people, I just explained to Kimi. I gave it access to all the files and I just explained it to Kimi. That's it. Now you
It's
will
like
see what Kimi will do. Yeah, go on.
it's like you're giving Kimi a guide first, and then you are saying
Yes.
you do all of the research. And once you do the research, you go back to this guide, map it to that guide and the prompt that is there inside that guide. And every time it does this, it'll go keep going back to the guide. That is the essence of this.
Yeah, the idea here is how would you treat an employee? So funny, let's say
Mhm.
we hired a new person inside of Outskill. We are not
Yeah.
going to say, go and do this. We teach them tools, we show them the
Yeah.
process, we train them everything, we give them guidance, and then We expect them to do the job. No matter how smart that person is, it doesn't matter if they don't know how to do it. So you have to be a very good teacher for them to get the most out of it. And that is how I treat my AI employees. And Kimi Projects is one of my AI employee right now. So I gave it
Mm.
all the information, the data, the prompt, and everything. Now, a real human, if I give, they will take forever to understand how to do this because they have to be a data analyst, they have to be very good with instinct, they have to be a researcher, they have to be a consultant, they have to be so many people for a person to be able to do this. But it's not a
Because
person.
this has multiple skills coming in.
Yes, AI is so bloody powerful, right? It can do everything. All you have to say is what you want it to do. And look at this. It has gone through the files, finding the files for us, going through the document, finding the files for it. It's going to do everything that I just asked you to do, finds all the content ideas. It's going to figure out everything. And once it does this, look at the progress it has made here. It has made a checklist. It's going to do one thing at a time. Once it finishes to do everything, then what it's going to do is it's going to write what it is. And just in case if it's not able to do something, it's going to respond back to us. Hey, bro, I tried looking for that file. It didn't work for me. What is the scene? Right? It can do that as well. So, yeah. Now I can just do one thing that I can also copy and paste it just here, just in case if it's finding in the wrong place. I'll just make it easier because Mastermind LinkedIn app is the folder that we are working on. This is a viral LinkedIn post AI employee that it built for itself, right? So let us see. Look at this. It is trying to find files. Oh, there you go. It got it actually. Now you don't have to go inside of it, quite frankly. I become like very anxious when it's running for the first time. It's like your employee you've hired. You've spent so much time training that employee, and that employee is going to work for the first time. You want that employee to win. You want that
Mm.
employee to learn and win, right? And that is what I'm seeing. Is it doing well? Is the guy getting it right and got it right? And you see, inside of the progress, while it's built a checklist for itself, it has pulled out all these files. So it has understood, it has read all these files. As a result, it built itself context. The amount of
This is
work we're getting AI to do here is just mind boggling. I hope you guys realize this.
And Webber, can the same process be applied to other use cases as well? Not just for LinkedIn post
Absolutely.
writing, but
Absolutely. I'm giving you an example here right now. Think of anything that you want to automate, right? It's
mm,
all about the reason why I took them from basic GPT to a project to something like this is for people to understand that they can level up. You can't
mm,
jump to a level 3 directly. If I would not have taught them how to write a prompt, they would not have managed to do this. If they would not have understood how AI works on a high level, they would not have managed to do this. So you take them to levels, but you can think of anything, starting from finance to marketing to product to design. You know how our team
yeah,
uses this, right? We
yeah.
use it for hiring, we use it for marketing, we use it for data analytics, we use it for reporting, we use it for so many ideas. It's just wild, right? So it's doing all that stuff right now, guys. And we have given it a very big task. It's not a small task that we have given it. So I will not be surprised. It's going to take about 10 minutes to do all this work. But the idea of an AI employee is also that you're not sitting and watching the employee do the work. You're giving a job to the employee, you let it do its work, and you move on doing your own work. Makes sense, right? I'm not going to sit
Yeah.
and watch it because it's going to take 10 minutes. So, funny, what we're going to do is, add as it is working, do you think I should show them the surprise that we built for them?
Oh yeah, I think they'll be mind blown. They're already loving this on, and I see that on the chat.
Okay, I can't see the chat. I don't want to be distracted. That's why I'm not seeing the chat, frankly,
Yeah.
because they will ask me a lot of questions and I go through all of this. Okay, guys.
I
So
think
here's the
what I'll
thing.
also suggest to everybody, if in case any, I do see a few people feeling overwhelmed, I would want you to just observe the process. We will give you session notes and all of that, so don't worry about that. But understand what you can push AI to. That is how you should
Yes.
be looking at all of this.
And there's nothing to be overwhelmed, guys. The moment you do it once, the moment you do it twice, it becomes part of your muscle memory. You don't have to break your head going forward. It will just happen. And you're not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. I'm just orchestrating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is essentially what I'm doing at this point of time. But guys, I understand. A lot of you guys are overwhelmed. A lot of you guys might have questions. Vaibhav, why did you do what you did? What was that step? What was this step? I have doubts. And Funny is not taking my questions because he's too busy talking to you, or he's taking someone else's question but not mine. The reason why Funny is not able to take all your questions is because there are literally thousands of people on this call. It's impossible for Funny to take questions. As a result, we built something very cool for you people. We
Yeah.
built something called as Outskill AI. What is Outskill AI? Well, it is your AI mentor. You can simply ask any question about the session that you guys have just attended, and it will answer you like the best teacher in the world. That way, you are never basically stuck. Okay? So let our Kimi do its job. It is working very, very hard, like you guys can see. Let our Kimi do its job. And this is the AI mentor, guys. And you know what? You are going to get this for free. After the session is over, we will basically share this with you, and you will basically get this for free. Okay. Now, but Funny, Kimmy is still doing this work for us, and I want to show them because there's one more step left, guys, in this. That is automating it. That is still left. Right. I'm gonna get to that because that's the last tab of level 3, right? I'm gonna get to that because it needs to finish this process for me. Right. Now, as Kimmy is doing this, I was wondering how many of you guys want to learn how we built this app? Literally learn how, because I built this in like 10 minutes. I'm being very open. How many of you guys want to learn how we built this app? Okay. Funny, are a lot of people interested to know?
Lots of them. And someone's like,
Okay.
Funny is going to lose his job now. Because I was
No, no, no.
supposed to answer their questions and then we are teaching them how to build an AI tool for it.
All right, guys. All right. Here's the thing. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. As Kimmy is doing a lot of hard work for us parallelly, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how I built this app. In fact, Funny, let's do something even more exciting. Let's show them how to do this for almost for free so that they can play with it going forward as well. Yes. So, guys,
Okay.
here is how we ended up building this app. I want you guys to understand. Funny, I want you to turn off the chat as well for me, please, for a while. I will turn
Turn it
off
off.
everything. I want you guys to understand how we build this app. It's very simple. But you see, I'm sure you can imagine how we built this app already because you saw what we did with projects. We wrote a prompt, we gave a file that has everything that was covered in the session. For example, this is literally what we did, okay, for this. So, for everything that was covered in the session, we have this transcript. Funny, this is an old transcript, right?
Yes, that was the old one.
This is an old transcript, so this is going to be updated once the obviously the sessions are over. But this is a transcript. What is a transcript? This is literally everything that was spoken in the session so far. So we are going to attach a transcript like this inside of a similar app like Claude Projects, where we're going to write a great prompt and attach the transcript right here. And the way we're going to prompt it is, way the prompt is written is, every time you ask a question, the job of the AI is to look for the answer inside of the transcript, like a file like this, find the answer and tell you guys the answer. As simple as that. So all the session recordings have been converted to transcripts. These are the transcripts. Now you'll be like, Vaibhav, how did you convert a video into a transcript? Well, you can just go to video to transcript tools. There are a lot of free tools, something like HappyScribe. HappyScribe is a free tool. If you upload a video, it will give you the transcript. That is basically the subtitles of the video, right? We basically upload this video transcripts inside of a similar thing like Claude. And every time someone asks a question, it can give an answer, as simple as that. So let us build it right now. Funny, should we do it?
Yes,
Okay, let's
yes.
build it inside of Claude first, okay? So people can understand the sense of it. It's very simple actually. I'm gonna come to Claude. First, I'm gonna get it to write a prompt. So I'm gonna express myself. You are an expert prompt engineer who has written a bunch of prompts for all the content out there, for a bunch of prompts for a lot of projects out there. What I want you to do is come up with an extensive prompt for Outskill AI Mentor. The job of this AI Mentor is to answer doubts of learners who attended the Outskill programs. Every time they ask you a question, Your job is to give them an answer. But the way you give them the answer is by going through transcripts. All these guys have attended live sessions. And all the live sessions has a lot of information inside of it, a lot of context inside of it. So your job is every time when someone asks you a question, you find the answer by going into the transcript and dig for that answer. Once you have found the answer, you take that information and convert that information into a beautiful, incredible answer, like you're the best teacher in the world. Once you have done that, that is what you respond back to the learner. That way, every question is answered based on what was covered in the session, and you're not making stuff up. That is the prompt that I want you to write for me. Okay, there you go. I click on the send button. We know the prompt it's going to come up with. There's going to be one gap though, and that is it's going to say that, hey, it's not in the markdown prompting style. So we're going to do that right now. And parallelly, our Kimi is working very, very hard. It has started to compare our post to old data and trying to do
Wow.
analysis. And guys, the reason why I tell you how long it takes doesn't matter is because you're not gonna actively gonna look at it. And I'll tell you why very, very soon. Because it's gonna work for you when you're sleeping.
Oh.
Because we're gonna automate this very soon. Okay, anyways, parallelly, look at that. We got the whole prompt of the AI mentor. Obviously, it is not in the prompting style that we want. So I'm gonna share the prompting style right here, and I'm gonna be like, hey, can you rewrite this prompt in the above formatting style so that it is most it is most powerful for us. There you go. Okay, it's still writing actually. It's still writing the prompt. Let's finish writing the prompt. Look how extensive this is. There is no way in hell
Such a
so
long prompt.
what it is doing is it is thinking through what could be the edge cases and writing and crafting that prompt so that it's perfect. Look at this, it's writing hard guardrails and stuff like that, which needs, look at handling specific questions. Ambiguous questions, how will you answer? Multi-part questions, how do you answer? Follow-up questions, how do you answer? Off-topic or personal chit-chat, how do you answer? So like, hey, what's happening, bro? Then like, shut up and ask me the question. That's what this AI tool is gonna do for us. Anyways, the prompt is ready. I'm gonna say, okay, this has not picked up. So I'm gonna be like, hey, could you rewrite the prompt in the above formatting style? And feel free to add your own headlines as well if you think that makes sense. There you go. I've asked it to do it. Now it's going to rewrite the whole prompt in the format that we want. Just to save time, we anyways have this prompt. I'm going to copy this prompt that we have. And first, I'll show you a simple project on how we built it. So I can go to projects instead of Claude, click on new project, and I can call this the AI mentor by Outskill. Obviously, click on create project, have instructions here, right? I'll just paste the instructions right here. And it needs something very important, that is the transcript. So you can answer questions from the transcripts, right? So I just downloaded the file, click on add, upload from device. Let's see where this is. Here it comes. The transcript is right here and upload it. So what do we have here right now is an incredible prompt and the transcript. So let us quickly test if this is working or not working. Funny, do you have any questions that I can test this out with?
Yeah, something that we taught them was how LLMs work, a five-step process. Will it be able to do a recap of that?
What were the 5 steps on how LLMs work that was taught? Let's see.
I hope people remember that as well.
I'm sure they do. Look at that. It is searching in the project. What it is doing is it's going through the PDF right now because that's what we taught. We said your job is not to answer, but actually go into the transcript and find the answer. And here it comes. The part was a session where Dilip walked through the actual happening of what happens inside of this and says tokenization, convert tokens into numbers, self attention, da 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 da. And here comes the whole answer. Looks
Wow.
good. Any other question that you have, Funny? It's gonna work, man.
Uh,
Now you know what AI is capable. It's gonna work. Yeah, I'm not
I'll
even
I'll give
bragging.
it a trickier one. We
Huh.
taught them a tool that allows them to find friends of friends or referrals in case they're applying for jobs and all of that. It was a specific tool that was mentioned.
There was a tool that was taught which was helping them to find friends of friends and things like that. I can't remember the name of the tool. Can you please help me? I think I can guess the tool. Are you guys talking about LinkedIn? Oh wait, you're talking about happenstance.
Happenstance, yes.
Okay, let's see if it's able to do. And boom, guys,
Oh.
come on, it is working like magic. You can see we gave a very indirect question, and it was able to say the tool that you're thinking of is happenstance, and it's literally giving the how do I get hired at Razorpay. Is this an example that we took?
Yeah, that was the example that you took.
Look at that, how beautiful this is. Like I told you, the best teacher in the freaking world is AI right now. Now, we have this beautiful app that we have built out. Okay. But there's a problem with this. The problem with this is now that we have built this app, I really can't like share it with you. I can't share this AI mentor with you. If I click on the share button, you need to be in a paid plan in my Teams plan. So it's expensive. So I need to figure out how I could take this app out of Claude. Funny, you're making sense? How I
Yeah,
take
yeah.
this app out of Claude and give it access to a beautiful UI like this. I can't do that inside of Claude. So while I have the prompt and also have the file, I still need a agent tool right now. I can't use Claude directly. So, what
Mhm.
do I do? Well, I do something very, very simple. I go to one of my favorite agent building platforms that we use extensively inside of Outskill, and that is called as Lizer AI. The best part about this agent is that I don't need to know how to write a single line of code. So I go to Agent Studio and I just sign in. It has a very generous free trial that you can play with. And I build an agent inside of this tool, not on Claude. Okay. I've signed in. I'll simply click on this agent button right here. Here it is. But you will see, oh, nice. Agent has been revamped. Okay, I'm seeing this for the first time. Let's see what happens. It's very simple, like you guys can see. There is role, goal, and instructions. That is what it is asking me. And there's a name of the agent. I can call this the AI mentor. Okay, by Outskill. Okay. Now it is asking role, goal, and instructions. The prompt is already here. I've already created the prompt, right? What is the role? That is, who are you? I'm going to just copy this from the role part, come inside of this, and I'm just going to paste it. Next is asking, what is your goal or what is your objective, bro? Now, this is the prime directive or objective right here, right? So I'm going to just copy this and paste it inside of the goal. Next comes instructions. What do you want me to do? So it's the same prompt, guys. I'm going to copy the rest of it and just paste it. So it's the same prompt. Funny. Were you able to understand what we did? We
I
just took the
got it.
same prompt and broke it down. That's it into buckets because this app needed it to be put in a different thing. So I'm like, okay,
It
fine.
has
Why
three
not? I'll
boxes,
do
so
it.
you're just filling up all the three boxes.
Yes, that's what I did.
Yeah.
So once I filled that prompt, guys, are you guys clear? Give me a thumbs up if you guys are clear because I can't see the chat or chat is anyways off. That's good. Okay. Now that we have this, it has given me an option to select which AI model. Now you remember, we are not using Claude or ChatGPT. We are using an AI agent builder, right? So I'm going to use this model and I can select whichever AI model I want. Let's say I want Anthropic Opus 4.8. I can select that. I can select whichever AI model I want. Great. Now it's asking me for output format. How do you want the format to be? I don't want to break into all of this. I know I have to upload a transcript file. So what am I going to do? Well, here's the knowledge right here. I click on this add button. Okay. And now I have to upload a file. So I've already uploaded an old file. So I'm going to just select that. If not, you can simply click on this add button and create a new one button and you can add your own file as well. So I'm going to just select one of the older ones, which is this one. It doesn't matter what it is. And that's it. I'll click on the create button. That's it, guys. Our agent is now created. Our agent is now created. That's it.
So
And there is
simple.
something called as playground where I can test the agent out. Okay. This is the build phase where I built it, wrote the prompt, deployed the knowledge button. Now I'll test it out. I come to playground and I'm going to be like, what is prompting? Obviously, I'm sure it's be able to answer what prompting is. We're using Opus 4.8 and you can see it is going into the knowledge base. You don't need to know what it is doing, quite frankly. And here comes the whole answer on what prompting is. So directionally, it is working. So we have built the agent. You can see context, text, instructions, and a little bit of data. Is that the prompt style that this is the old one, guys? I think the one that we are covering here is like a 6 month old one, the
Yeah,
document.
yeah. We went into context engineering as well, slightly a step
Okay.
up from this. Yeah.
But guys, this is an old transcript that we are using, okay? I don't have the patience to upload the transcript and all. We are already covering so much. And you guys are smart enough to upload your own file, right? So here it is. It is working right now. But this is not the UI I want. I promised you a stunning UI like this. How do we build a beautiful UI like this? Well, I need a vibe coding platform. I can use a Lovable, I can use a Bold, I can use a Replit, I can use Google AI Studio. If I'm fancy, I can use Claude Code, I can use Codex, I can use CLI, I can use anything what I want. But you know what? I want to keep it very simple. I want to go to a free tool. You know what that is? It's Google AI Studio. Very good. It's free of cost and it can vibe code. All right. I come here to Google AI Studio and all I say is what I want to build in text. I'm going to be like, I want you to build me a stunning app which is going to be the Outskill AI Mentor. The job of Outskill AI Mentor is to answer questions of learners who have attended the Outskill programs. So it's like a chatbot. It's similar to ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini. That's how the look and feel of it. People can ask questions and needs to respond back with answers. But I want the UI to be extremely premium and similar to the Outskill branding, which is black and neon green and some accent of green colors. And that's what outskill branding is. I want you to be similar to that. That is how I want the UI to be. I want people to be able to ask new questions. I want people to be able to refer back to the old questions in form of threads and all that good stuff. So think through it, build the app. Now, for the app to actually work, I want to integrate the app with the Lizer agent that I've just built. I will give you the integration code of the Lizer agent. Use that Lizer agent integration code to build the full app. That's my prompt, guys. Now I told it that I'm going to give it the Lizer agent code. So we built this Lizer agent and I have to connect this Lizer agent and I have to connect it to the Google AI Studio right now. How do I do that? Very, very hard. You have to remember 3 clicks. What are those 3 clicks? You have deploy right here. I tap on that. Okay. And then there is agent API, agent JSON, and stuff like that. So all I have to do is you can see this agent API. I simply click on the copy button. It's right here. Or I can select all this code and copy. That's it. So hard, right? Once you have done the copy of it, I come here and I say, here is the code. And I just paste the code of Lizer. What did I do, guys? What rocket science is this? We built the agent on Lizer AI agent builder by giving the same prompt and uploading the same knowledge base because I cannot connect Claude to Google AI Studio. I cannot give it a backend. And I want all of you guys to be able to use it. I want a beautiful UI. So I built it here, tested it on background, copied this single line of code on deploy, came to Google AI Studio, asked it to make it a beautiful app, gave the code right here, and that's all I did. You know what's going to happen? It's going to work for 10 minutes all by itself. Look at this. It's giving me design styles also. It's given me a bunch of design styles. I'm going to go with elegant dark. Okay. Here it comes.
So here the backend is going to be handled by Lizer agent.
The
And that
Google
is
AI
what,
Studio is
yeah.
it's like a front end engineer. It's building the design of it. The
Hmm.
back end of it, the back end engineer of it is the Lizer AI Studio, Lizer Agent Builder. So I'm connecting two things at once, and that's it. Guys, this is orchestration. You know what? People ask, right? How do we get most out of AI? There are two mistakes they make. One is that they think AI is ChatGPT and Claude. Two is that they think they need to be a developer. It's great if you're a software engineer. I'm not denying that. But even if you're not a software engineer, if you know what to do, how to do, which tool to use where, and how to make all the tools work together, which I believe is called as an orchestration, that is what enables you to solve incredible problems using AI. That is what enables you to become an AI generalist. I hope we spoke about AI generalist to people. Guys,
We
we
had
are
spoken
all
about
about
it.
solving problems using AI. Did we tell them about AIG?
Yes, yes, we did.
Guys, we are all about solving problems. The future of all of us You could be a founder, you could be an entrepreneur, you could be a working professional, you could be a freelancer, you could be a consultant. I don't care what you do. If you want to win, you have to be an AI first problem solver. And for you to be an incredible AI first problem solver, you need to be able to the basic. What we are doing is level zero right now, not even level one.
Mm.
The basic of the basic thing that you should be able to do is be able to play with multiple apps all by yourself. Okay, that's what you need to do. Look at this. It says some internal error. I'm going to just click on retry. Oh, it's asking me for the API key. I think it already has the API key. Okay, so but anyways, if it's asking me for an API key like this, it should be right here. You can see this X API key. I'm going to click on the show button. Just copy this, or there could be a chance that I've exhausted my free credits on AI Studio as well. Let's see. I just pasted the API key here. Clicking on retry. Let's see what happens. Okay, it has got back to work. And folks, I have some good news. Our Kimmy is cooking. Our Kimmy is cooking. Look at this, guys. It's just wild, okay? Here's a complete viral content package. I analyzed thousands of your LinkedIn posts, cross referenced them against the last 24 to 48 hours news, and built something in your exact voice using this. And here are the 10 topics. It came up with these 10 topics by researching the internet. Once it came up with the 10 topics by researching on the internet, it basically said it validated the data against my data and came up with three topics: AI layoff and workforce reset, GitHub Spark and vibe coding revolution, and Perplexity $18 billion rise in Arvind Srinivas, and why this post will go viral for you. Look at the reasons. Perplexity post that you created last time got 5,000 likes. Somit Chintala posted, which got 2,000 likes. Ambani AI post got 2,000 likes. Shock value numbers like this is available here, and 100% verifiable facts. So it's not only coming up with ideas from the internet, it's literally validating why I should create each of these content pieces by validating the data, which it did. And finally, gave me three LinkedIn posts ready to copy and paste. And here comes the three posts in my own damn style. Guys, I wish I had a mic. I could have just dropped it, but I don't. Did you just realize what we managed AI to do? We got AI to work for us, maybe what a human would take, I don't know, how many days to pull off. But we just got AI to do all of that to come up with three viral LinkedIn posts. Now you know why it is so hard to go viral. But I taught you.
I remember we had a
Now,
team of 6 people back in 2022 to do the exact thing on your LinkedIn
but they
account.
still
Yeah.
were not able to do this. It's not
Yeah.
possible for six people. You can't have this for us to pull off something like this. Imagine before you post every single post, you want to compare it with thousands of posts that you've created in the past and look at the data. You have to be like a data scientist team to be able to pull this off. Look at the amount of work AI just did for this in the background. It wrote a bunch of code, it converted a bunch of files. Look, it worked for so bloody long. I can convert this into like into 100 to be able to pull off what we just did. It used 25 different tools, ran 13 different commands, worked for probably 40 minutes now to build this up for
Yeah.
us. But we are not done. The final part of level 3 is independence. I don't even want to come and tell AI do this every day for me. So, what do I do? I'm going to play my final card right now, guys. Okay. What I'm going to do is simple. Look at this. All the tasks are done by AI as well. It has built all this context as well. My final step of automating this is I'm going to just say slash schedule. Uh, it's not schedule on Kimi. Okay. I don't have to care actually. I can just come and say, hey, this process is great. Now that you understood what you need to do, I want you to run this exact process every single day at 7 o'clock in the morning. Every single day, I want you to wake up, do this exact same process that you just did for me at 7 o'clock in the morning, execute this whole process for me, and save them as files inside of the folder that you have access to. Create a new folder called as, in fact, my bad, I'm not going to automate it, I'm going to make it do one more thing. Sorry about that. I want these files to be saved on my computer. because that is how I can review it, right? So I'm going to say, I want to do that step first, then I'm going to automate it. Okay. Okay, great. You've come up with LinkedIn post. This is awesome. Why don't you do this? I want you to convert everything that you've worked on, the research as one document, the three LinkedIn posts that you came up with as three separate documents, and save it inside of my computer. I want you to create a new folder on my computer called as final LinkedIn posts. Inside of that, create one more folder with a count 1, 2, 3, 4. Today's post will be on 1, tomorrow's post will be on 2, day after tomorrow's post will be on 3. Because if you put dates, I'll get confused what today's date is. So I always know I can go to the number, which is the last number, to know that that's the most updated post. Just create folders like this. And inside of that folder, put the research in one document and put all the three LinkedIn posts that you're coming up with as three separate documents as well. That is what I want you to do next. Okay, I just explained it what I want. I'm not automating this yet, yes, guys. I'm basically saying this. Okay, where is that folder? Okay, inside of this folder, I want it to look at this. It has created a bunch of files for itself in the format that works for itself. That's why it took so long. Next time it'll be much faster. What I've said is create a new folder inside and save all these files for me is what I have basically told it. So it has started to work on that right now. Let it come back. Then I'm going to show you how it will automate as well. So don't worry about it. Funny, am I going overboard?
No, no, I think people are absolutely getting it. It's beautiful how it's all step by step.
Okay. Guys, parallelly, we have our Outskill AI mentor ready in the backend. The Outskill AI mentor is ready. I can ask whatever questions I want inside of this and I will get answers. As bloody simple as that. I don't know what else is magic if this is not magic, right? And you can see it is loading because it's talking to API in the backend. And look at that. Here comes the answer. And how beautiful is this? I can create new chat, ask whatever questions I want. I'll say, what is prompting? Give me an example format. Okay. It is taking a little longer because you're using 4.8. 4.8 is a reasoning model, so it takes a little longer. And here it comes, guys. The answer is right here. All the prompting techniques, quick example of it, good to go. Now, this is how you go. I can simply publish and share this with you, but that's the idea on how I built this app. I built the backend using Lizer AI agent, built a beautiful AI on Google AI Studio, and connected both of them. That is as simple as that. Guys, is this making sense on how we built this app? Funny, do you think there are any doubts on this?
I don't think so. I'm just opening the chat up. Folks, drop in yes on the chat if you're clear about how this app got built. And you could go ahead and build such applications yourself. Perfect. People have
Awesome.
gotten
I
it,
can see
Vaibhav.
all the thumbs ups and all. They're like, Webov, this is it. Now we are experts. Now we know all of these things. You have shown us something crazy already. What is this? This is a joke for us. Okay, awesome. Guys, there's one more thing. There's one more thing that I thought because Kimmy is still cooking, let it cook. It's thinking for the first time. Guys, the thing is, the reason why it's taking so much longer is because it's doing it for the first time. Once it does it, it becomes 10 times faster next time. Just saying. But it's figuring out for the first time. Okay. As it is cooking, you can see it is doing all the job, figuring out, writing its idea, and already all of that. It's smart enough to figure it out. Let it figure out. I don't have to worry about it. I given my employer a job, it will do its job. I thought I will take it to a next level on this case. I was wondering, look, we built a app which can basically answer me questions and all of that, but it's still text. I have to ask a question in text and it'll give me an answer in text. What if we make that into voice? I ask a question with my voice and it'll give me an answer back with my voice. Do you think that would be valuable? Do you think that'll be awesome? Do you think I should show you that? What are people saying funny? Should we show them that?
I think we should. We have not shown them the power of voice AI. Oh, yeah,
Let us
they're
do
all
that. Let
excited.
us do that because we have done the hard work already, guys. The hard work of all of this. The reason why I spent so much time on the prompt is because this is the heart and soul of everything. Now I have this prompt, I can do so many things. Okay. Now I want to build a voice agent. What do I do? Well, I go to this platform called as Vapi.ai. Let me give you a heads up. It is a paid tool. Sadly, not everything in life comes for free. Good things cost you money. I simply log in into this app, right? Let me quickly log in, and here we are inside of Vapi. I click on the sidebar. There is something called as assistants. I click on assistants, click on create assistant, and I can call this the AI mentor by Outskill. Okay, blank template, click on create assistant. That's it, guys. That is it. I've got it. We are right here. Again, you will see things that you've seen before. There's a space for selecting which model I want. There's an option to select voice this time because it's a voice agent. And it's asking me what is the first message. Let's say I want AI to say, hello, how are you doing? Okay, that's the question that I want AI to ask. And then there is a prompt. Well, I told you this is the heart and soul of everything. We already have created the prompt for Claude, the AI mentor on Outskill. Going to use the same prompt, just paste the prompt right here. Here it comes. The prompt is ready. And then it's asking me to upload a file. Well, I'm already attaching an old file. You can obviously upload a file that you want to by clicking on add a new file. Same thing. Prompt is here, file is here, we're good to go. Next is voice. I click on this edit button if you want to change the voice. And there are a bunch of voices here if you can see. Right? There's someone called as Elliot, Clara.
Hey, so I'm Clara.
Can you hear?
Fun, sharp, and look, I do not
Okay,
wait.
that's Clara. There's
Hey,
Godfrey.
so I'm Godfrey. High energy all day. And I mean all day. Like,
Okay, so this is how they sound. You can use any of
think
the
about it.
voices that you
I
like.
never get tired.
Okay, Godfrey, calm down. Okay, you can use any of the voices that you like, but I'm slightly advanced, so I'm going to use something called as Levin Labs, and I'm going to use a custom voice ID. Okay, it will slow the app down a little, but it's cool. It's fun. You'll know why. I'm slightly advanced, but you can use any of the voices that you like. I'll click on publish. Okay, I think I have to select a voice model, so I'm going to select the voice model Turbo 2.5 and click on publish. That's it, guys. We are pretty much done. We are pretty much done. Okay. And all I have to do is click on talk. Hello, how are you doing? Hey, I'm doing well. How are you? I'm glad to hear you're doing well. I'm here and ready to help you with anything from your outskill sessions. What would you like to dive into today? Can you tell me what is the importance of prompting? Okay. Okay, let's try it again. Let's try it again. Click on the talk. Hello, how are you doing? Hey, I'm doing very well. What kind of questions can you help me answer? I'm glad to hear you're doing well. I can help answer any questions you have about the content covered in your Outskill program sessions. That includes explaining concepts or frameworks taught in the sessions, walking you through step by step processes or tools demonstrated by the instructor, clarifying definitions, examples, or case studies discussed in class, helping you apply what you learned to your own projects or situations, recapping key takeaways or strategies from specific sessions. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. I can help answer any
By the way, who
questions
are you?
related
I
to
was
the.
wondering who you are.
Great question. I'm the Outskill AI mentor, a dedicated teacher created to help you get the clearest, most useful answers about anything taught in your Outskill program sessions. My main mission is to take what was actually.
Yeah. Clearly doesn't say it is Weber's voice because it doesn't know it is my voice. But you guys know whose voice it is. Yes, the reason when I uploaded this voice ID, right? It was able to pick up my style because what we did is we trained an AI model with a lot of the audio to make it sound like me. So all of a sudden, it was able to come up with audio which sounds like me. right? And that is what we did. And hence, I used this voice right there. And hence, you were able to hear that it sounded like me while it was an AI. But guys, that is how you can build a voice agent as well, which can answer all your questions and everything around it. I can see that people are absolutely having a gaga of a time. And that's it, guys. That is basically how you go about building stuff. That is basically how you go about building stuff. We basically did a bunch of things. Right now, Kimi is still cooking. You can see this. It is still thinking. It's doing a bunch of stuff. I parallelly saw it created a folder called as final LinkedIn posts and created a bunch of folders inside of this going 1, 2, 3, 4. I think now it's working on building these files. What it is doing at this point of time is trying to figure out how does it basically inculcate and put everything into one place. Somebody is like, the class feels illegal. It is not. Everything that we are teaching you is completely legal, don't worry about it. But with the kind of stuff that you should be able to do after this, life will feel illegal because you will get an unfair advantage, if you know what I mean. Are you guys all getting an unfair advantage today? Are you guys all getting an unfair advantage today? Let me know. Drop in a heart if you guys are, because that's what we are trying to index over for you guys. We want you guys to get an unfair advantage. Okay. Look at that, guys. Look at that. We have our files here ready. All the 3 LinkedIn posts are put right here, and we have a research.md as well. So it's done. Kimi has actually executed all of the stuff that we have asked it to do. It took almost 1 hour. Look at this. All this research is right here if you want to read about it. I can make it into a PDF as well, but that'll be waste of tokens. All the LinkedIn posts that I wanted are all here as well, broken down nicely. So I can wake up in the morning and look at all these posts. And like I told, I want it in a final LinkedIn post folder. And inside of the folder, I wanted it to be 1, 2, 3. And 2, 3, I'm assuming is blank. Look at this. These are all blank because it will update tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and then so on and on and on. That is what Kimi has managed to do for us. I'm assuming now that it's finished it's probably verifying if it has done the job or not. But look what we have managed to pull off so far. Look how wide it is. Now, all I can do is I can just write a prompt to Kimi. Hey, this is awesome. I see all the files are in the folder. What I want you to do is, now that you've gone through the whole process of finding the ideas, benchmarking them to how it could work with me, or finding the top 3 ideas, writing the LinkedIn post, and saving in the folder that I want you to do. I want you to do this every single day for me. Every day at 7 o'clock in the morning, in the Indian Standard Time, I want you to wake up, execute this whole task for me, and save all the files on the folder that I've given you, asked, or instructed you, so that it is ready by the time I wake up. That is the automation or a schedule that I want you to set up right now for me. There you go. I've given it the prompt. I'm just going to stop it because it pretty much has done it. It understands what it has done. It's probably reviewing the whole work. And I just said, create an automation. I think it missed out a little bit of it. Create an automation. And you know what it's going to do? It's going to set up an automation right now for me. It's going to remember everything that it did so far. It will go through the whole process that it executed in the last 1 hour, make that into an SOP, and it will save that as an automation. So every day at 7 o'clock in the morning, it's going to execute this task for me. That is how we automate it. I'm going to wait for it to finish. This is if I would have done this on Cowork, it would have been much faster, but it would have been very expensive. Kimi, you can use the free version to be able to do a lot of these things. As a result, I said, this is how you optimize your costs as well. You use free things where it is good for free. You use paid things which are really good for paid. So you have to find your balance so that you're not going bankrupt because of AI. All right.
Yeah.
But guys, this is how you go about it. It is cooking right now. But as it is cooking, funny, I'm going to give you the stage for like next 5 minutes. How about
Done.
you take them through something that you showed me yesterday? Because Kimi is cooking right now. Let it cook. Let's give it 5 minutes. It's been a little slow because we've been pushing it to its limit. Meanwhile, why don't you take the stage to show them something
I'll
that
do
is
that.
absolutely fine? Guys, how many of
I'll
you
do.
guys want funny to show you something absolutely wild, which I believe you guys are going to absolutely love? FYI. And once Funny finishes it, I will come back and I'll show you this. And then, if you thought what you saw so far is insane, I will define what insane is for you once I come back, because there's 1 more hour of me showing you stuff that is left after I come back. But Funny, you have 5 minutes. I'm gonna pee and come back. You wrap this up and show them people, but 5 minutes, okay?
Done, done, done. So, folks, let me actually give you the context and I'll just pause the chat. I was yesterday I was working on a project wherein I had to do some research. I had to go to Webhub and do a presentation in front of him. And he thought I would take probably 3 to 4 days to get the whole thing done. But I was able to just do all of it in just 1.5 hours. And I was able to go ahead and send him a presentation. And what stunned him was not the fact that I did research using AI, but the way I went ahead and built out presentations, because all of us have been trying to build presentations with AI. However, one common problem that people always fall into is AI, or many of these design or presentation tools that are out there don't get your brand design in the right way. How many of you face this problem? You tried to create a presentation with AI, but it's not getting your brand language. It's not getting the logos. It's not getting the consistent colors, etc. Give me a thumbs up if you've fallen into that kind of a problem. I tried a different tool this time and I wanted to go ahead and show that to all of you. And this tool lies inside of Claude itself. On the browser, when you open Claude, if you're on the paid plan, you will find something called as Design. Anthropic launched Claude Design quite a few days back, a few months back, and currently it's in the beta stage. And this truly is going to replace all of the designers, because if there is any senior designer on this call, they would understand what I'm going to say, which is in design, you first need to create a design system. That is how Claude Design also operates. So when you go to Claude, in case you have the paid account, you can simply go to the left tab, click on this option called Design. And once you click on it, you will find a space like this. And here you can do a bunch of things with Claude Design. You can build prototypes, you can generate slides and presentation decks, you can create documents, you can create wireframes, you can also create animations. Now, the first thing that I would want all of you to do in case you're wanting to use Claude Design is to first go ahead and first go into design systems. Because when you define your design system, that is when AI will get your design consistently right. How do you do that? You go into design systems, you will have an option called create a design system. When you tap on that, it will ask you, how do you want to create your design system? You can simply connect this to your Figma, or let's say you have many presentations already made that have your brand language. You can upload all of those previous presentations to Claude, and Claude will be able to figure out the design system. You just have to click on this and it will give you a bunch of options wherein it will ask for your company name. It will ask for a brief about what your company does. You could go ahead and give it files from your computer, or you could directly upload the whole Figma file itself into this. And you can also add the fonts, the logos, and all of the other assets that you would like for it to use consistently. Now, once you create a design system, I already created multiple design systems. I'll show you what the Outskill design system looks like. This is what I had used to go ahead and build a presentation that Webhub absolutely loved. And I'll show you that presentation as well. But this whole thing that you're seeing on the screen is a complete download of how Outskill's design looks like. That is what it went ahead and captured. So it has all of the logo files, the icons, the typography, and everything else it went ahead and captured. Now that I have this design system, all that I need to do whenever I need to go ahead and build slides, let's say for this example, I'll show you how we can build a presentation. I just have to go into Claude Design, choose the design system first, which is Outskill Design System V3. And I'm going to get rid of the default design system. So this is what is selected. And then I just click on slides. And here I can go ahead and give it whatever content I want on the slides. Now, yesterday, the project that I was essentially working on was a research on how Outskill can launch itself in the LATAM regions, in Mexico, Brazil, and places like that. And we truly wanted to know what would be the opportunity and how are people learning AI in the LATAM regions at this point of time. So, of course, I went into ChatGPT, I used the deep research model, and I asked ChatGPT to take the role of an expert management consultant, do a lot of research, and tell me how the education market looks like in the LATAM regions and whether people are using AI or not. It did a lot of research. You can see it went on for 14 entire minutes, pulled out a lot of data. During that time, I also did my own research using other deep research models, made my report, gave it to ChatGPT, and asked it to summarize everything for me. And then I asked it to convert all of that into content for slides that I could go ahead and present to my founder. It went ahead and did this. Then I just copied all of this and I'm going to show it to you as to how exactly I did it. I copied all of it. Give me a second. There you go. It gave me 18 slides along with design instructions. I highlighted all of it just like how I'm doing it on my screen right now. And then I went ahead and copied all of this. The next thing, I came to Claude Design, created my design system as you can see, and then went ahead and pasted all of this material from ChatGPT and then asked it to go ahead and create this entire presentation out for me. I've gone ahead and pasted content for 18 slides. This is about how Outskill can launch itself in the LATAM markets using the design system that I've created and selected. Go ahead and build this presentation
Funny,
out.
your screen is slightly blurred out. Do you want to stop sharing and start sharing again?
Oh, is it? Okay, let me do that. There you go. Is it better now? I hope this is better.
It is blurring out again, but that's okay. Yeah, it's blurring out slightly.
Okay.
I don't know if it is just for me or for everyone, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, you click enter here, and then Claude Design takes about 10 to 15 minutes to figure out the design and then build the entire presentation out. But Vaibhav, I actually wanted to show them the presentation that I showed you yesterday, just in the interest of time. And this is what I went ahead and showed Vaibhav. I hope all of you are able to see this. Maybe not the content, but look at the design that it was able to ace. Consistent design across all slides. It was able to go ahead, give us timelines from the content that I had gone ahead and put in. It pulled out infographics as well and started showing all of that in the presentation. This is the beauty of Claude Design that I quickly wanted to show to all of you. How did all of you like this? Let me know on the chat.
I think there was never a better design app than this. Like, there are so many design apps that we have recommended in the past, and the moment this has come in, I'm like, boss, forget about everything. This is it. This is it.
Yeah.
Cloud design is just insane, guys. Just to give you a direction, even the slides that you're seeing that you saw today were all done by Cloud Design as well. A lot of work was done by Cloud Design. So yeah, it just replicates your brand to a very next level. And as we were talking about this, our nice little friend, our little Chinese friend Kimi, look at what it did. I just said created into folder, created into a task. It did a bunch of work. I don't need to know what it did. And eventually, it created a cron job which says daily LinkedIn post inspiration generator every day at 7 a.m. It will work on this workspace. It will have 1 hour to work on this. What happens every day 7 o'clock in the morning? Research, analyze, pick inners, write posts, and save it. Here's the folder structure. Next run is tomorrow at 7 a.m. Is my screen blurred? Funny.
It's not blurred for me, but people are saying that it's
Let me quickly try to share my screen again. Better?
I think a lot of people are also saying that it's perfectly fine. So it's only a few users who are probably.
Got it. Okay, guys. So here it is. The whole thing is set up. The automation is set up. And just for you to verify if the actual automation is working or not, you can go to the sidebar and there is something called as scheduled tasks. If I go here, I will be able to see the daily LinkedIn post generator right here. Yes. Now, the final and a very, very important question. Okay. Very, very important question is what happens if I turn off the computer? If you turn off the computer, the automation actually stops. So keep your computer on. If you want the automation to work, keep your computer on. or you have to build this automation on cloud. Well, that's going to cost you money. If you want things to work for free, you have to figure your ways around it. And this is how it will work. But guys, for example, my computer is never off. My computer is always on. It's always working. That's the whole point. If I want I have literally tens and 15s and 20s of AI employees like this. That is always working. So my computer never turns off. And I will show you a few examples on how I operate that will give you a direction on how I work on an everyday level for you to understand. Funny knows, I started to smile the moment I say that because I have a 250 people human team and I probably have 1,000 people agent team, which does a lot of work for me. And I'll show you a few things of that as well. But folks, I want you guys to reflect on what we managed to pull off today. Funny, thank you so much for helping me out so far.
One other
Right.
thing, Vaibhav. So many people were also asking about privacy and stuff in the first session when we were teaching them, and we also showed them Open Router. So I had told them
Yeah.
that when you come in, probably we could show them how you run models locally, right? So if you could just show them a demo of that, maybe after you do the recap, I think that people will really like that.
Okay, wait, I have a better idea. How many of you guys want to see how I use AI on an everyday level? The kind of tools I use, the kind of workflows that I use, the kind of agents that I have, the kind of stuff that I've built. Okay,
Wow.
it comes with a point that I will not be able to teach you everything. You saw how long it took me to teach you a very simple agent. Okay, if I teach you everything that I've already built, that will need 500 hours. I don't have that time. But what I can show you is what I have built and how I use. I can't even show you everything. I can probably show you 10% of it. How many of you guys want to see that? Drop a boom in the chat. Drop a boom in the chat. But here's a promise. You'll be like, Vaibhav, if you don't teach me, how will I do it? So, funny, let's give all of them the playbook that we built, the roadmap that we built
Oh yeah, that'll be
for
super
free.
helpful.
For free.
Yeah.
For free. So, when we go to corporate events, we actually build a roadmap for people. We do a session like this, we charge a bomb to them. By the way, our pricing starts at 25 lakh rupees. After that, we give them a roadmap. That roadmap is basically used for people to go out there and continue their learning. Okay. So, what I can do is we will share that roadmap with you end of tomorrow for free. So, everything that I'm going to show you right now, you will be able to do it yourself if you follow the roadmap and continue your learning for free. But then, if you don't invest the time and you're like, I've learned enough, this is done, then nobody can help you. That is obvious. You have to put in the work yourself, but that is the best that we can do for you. You guys want to see what I have managed to build, how I use AI, and what the roadmap has? This audience is incredible. I'm loving it. Okay. Let us do that right now. And before that, I want to quickly reflect back on what we managed to do, guys. Guys, I want you guys to take a couple of seconds and just breathe in and breathe out and realize what we have pulled off in the last 2.5 hours. We started thinking that it's going to be a few AI apps that we're going to learn, but we built our first AI, very simple app using GPT, which wrote as a LinkedIn content, but we very soon realized the problems of it. The problem of that app was it could write LinkedIn content, but it could not replicate the style of my writing. I had to do a lot of work. So we went to level 2, where I taught you how I was able to write a super extensive prompt using thinking with AI framework, where we were able to get the prompt written. I introduced you to the concept of markdown prompting, got the prompt rewritten for markdown prompting, and built a Claude project which could write LinkedIn content for us. In fact, it could also do research on any topic that we on every single day on what's trending on the internet, was able to write LinkedIn content in my own style, which was great. But I was not happy with it. And I didn't want you guys to be happy with it either, because we wanted an AI employee to be built, a mini AI employee. Right? So we went to Kimi and we built a process. What did we ask Kimi? We gave it a bunch of files like the playbook, the prompt, and also the LinkedIn post data. And we said, come up with ideas, compare it with the data of mine, and tell me what are the 3 best posts that I can create. Write them in my own style and save that in a folder on my computer so that I can review it later. It worked for 1 hour. 1 bloody hour, and it gave us the output right in front of you guys live. And then we took it to the next level where we bloody automated it. So that every day for 7 o'clock in the morning, your employee will wake up to do the job for you every single day, 365 days in a year without asking you for a break. And on top of that, you learned how to use Lizer AI, Google AI Studio to build apps, and also a voice agent using Vapi. Guys, what you just saw is basically a glimpse of how a AI generalist actually operates. And I can tell you for a fact, this is not even like level 0. But a AI generalist, for you to become a rockstar AI generalist, there are total of 5 levels. And as I'm teaching you these 5 levels so that you understand what is the potential of AI, I'm going to show you stuff the way I use AI on a every single day so that you get a glimpse. The tools that I use, the workflows that I use, the agents that I've built, so that you understand the true power of AI. And for you to be able to execute all of this after the 2 days is over, we'll give you a roadmap, go out there, learn everything. And whatever you're going to see right now, I'm not going to teach you, I'm going to show you. There's a difference. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Understand the power of AI so that you can assign a goalpost saying, I want to be able to do this. Then you have a reason to go back to the roadmap, use the roadmap, learn, and do it yourself. That is how we would go about it. But before I get to it, I want you guys to answer me a question. From a scale of 1 to 10, how is the session going on so far? From a scale of 1 to 10, how is the session going on, guys? Amazing. Amazing. I'm glad people are absolutely loving it. I'm seeing millions and whatnot. Okay. Awesome. I see a few ones as well. I realize I can't make everyone happy, so I'm absolutely fine by it. Okay. Now, let's jump into what is possible with AI. Because you see, I've realized this over the course of time that most people think they know AI, but they don't know Jack. And that is the reality. And I showed you a glimpse of it today. But what I showed you today is basic. When you become an AI generalist, the kind of superpowers that you acquire is unbeatable. And when I show you how I use AI, I'm going to show you 10% of the things that I do. It will give you a very good glimpse of it. But it will also give you a glimpse of how you should become an AI generalist. For example, level 1 of becoming an AI generalist is being able to master advanced techniques, play with multiple AI models, run AI models on your computer and change the parameters of them. What the hell do I even mean by all of this? You know what? Today, Funny was just telling me about Open Router. Open Router is a place where there are AI models of the world. There are 340 AI models, guys, today, as of today. 340. And we are thinking AI is ChatGPT and Claude and Gemini and Grok. That's the world that we revolve around. And if I actually go to rankings, you'll be able to see the kind of AI model. If I go to trending today, as of today, the AI models that are trending is something called as GLM 5.2 by ZAI, North Mini Code, Paraphrase, Kimi K 2.7, Laguna, Seed 2.0 Mini, Solar Pro, GPT 3.5 Turbo, Llama Nomotron. These are the LLMs that are trending at this point of time. If I look at this week, DeepSeek V4 is trending, Minimax M3 is trending, Nemo V2.5 is trending. But we are all focused on using one AI model. In fact, today, if you realize, for the app that we just built, we actually used Kimi K2.7. The model that we used inside of Kimi was Kimi K2.7. That's the AI model that we used. So, an AI generalist needs to know which AI model to use where. And you'll be like, Vaibhav, all these AI models are there. But where do I use it? They're not in OpenAI, they're not in ChatGPT. How do I do it? Do I have to take 50 subscriptions for this? Absolutely not. What you do is you connect your open router to a tool like Bolt AI. Bolt AI is a tool. It's not the vibe coding tool, it's a different tool. It's called as Bolt AI, where what I've done is I've basically integrated my open router to this. It looks like ChatGPT, but it is not. As a result, if you can see this, On the drop down, you see open router right here. I all of a sudden have access to all the 300 plus AI models that I can use at any point of time. Let's say I want to use Minimax. I can just type Minimax and here it comes. M3, the one that is trending right now. I'm using that. Hey, what's up? Obviously, this is not the question that you're asking, but you get the point. All of a sudden, I have the ability to use the AI models that I want to out of all the 300. But you know what? There's a hidden secret that the best in the world have been hiding from you. And that is almost every single AI model has advanced settings, including GPT models. Let's say I'll go to GPT. Let's say I'll go to, you can see all the models here. Let's say I go to GPT 5.5, I've selected it. Even GPT 5.5 has advanced settings, but we have no idea about it. What do I even mean by that? There is something called as OpenAI Playground for OpenAI, and there's playgrounds for everything. What are those? You see, a Ferrari, most of us are driving a Ferrari, but in the auto mode. If you want to leverage the real power of Ferrari, you need to be able to go into manual and drive it, change the gear, manage it all. And for an AI model, you can do that. Inside of Bolt, if you click on the sidebar, advanced settings of every single AI model opens up. There's something called as temperature, max tokens, top P value, top K value, frequency penalty, presence penalty, reasoning effect. As you change the settings of these models, the kind of outputs that you get from the same damn model that even your friend is using is going to fundamentally change. This is secrets that only a few people know about. And now today you know it, but every AI model has advanced settings. This is what an AI generalist does. An AI generalist picks the right AI model and not just the right AI model, tweaks it with the advanced settings to get their AI to work in the way they want it. But you know what? This is not enough. I want AI to run on my computer because I am worried about my privacy. I'm worried that my messages get leaked, my chats get leaked. How do I go about it? Well, I use something called as Olama. This is Olama, guys. And this is a software that I've installed on my computer. And the moment I install Olama on my computer, I can literally run AI models on my computer for free, for life, forever. I'm not kidding. So I'll show you how it works. Once you have installed Olama, what it does is every single computer has its own graphical processing unit called as GPU, no matter which computer you're using. And based on every AI model, based on which computer you have, you can run AI models on your computer. And when you can run AI models on your computer, it can run without internet, it can run on your computer, and can run for free. For example, I just said, hey there. It says, hello, how can I assist you? I can say, what came first? Chicken or egg? Obviously, it's not a very secretive question, but here it comes. Here comes the full answer. Now, this whole answer is not coming from cloud, is not coming from a paid service, is coming from an AI that is running on my computer right now. Now you'll be like, Weber, why do you have to use this when you can use free AI models like Kimi, like the free version of Claude or ChatGPT? Why do you have to use this? Well, because I'm worried about my privacy. I've realized we share the most, how do I put it? The most secretive things with AI. And I'm actually very worried that those messages will leak because I'm so open with my AI. I share literally everything that I will never share with a human being. So every time when there's something private, I want to run it on an AI model because the moment I close this, all the chats are gone. It's not on cloud. It's not going to anybody's server. All of them are gone. Guys, do you believe this is a force multiplier? Drop in a heart. Not that the AI is free, not that it can work without internet, not that it can work for free for life, but the fact that it's completely private. Completely private for you to be able to get the most out of it. But then you'll be like, Vaibhav, the terminal looks so bad. I will never use it like that. Well, I agree. That's exactly why I've figured out a way on how to integrate Bolt AI with also Olama. As a result, because I've done that, I can just scroll down and you will see Olama right here. Now, inside of Bolt, you can see how many AI models that I've installed. Quen 330 billion, GPT OSS, Gemma, Llama, DeepSeek R. All these AI models are installed on my computer using Olama. Instead of using that terrible user interface, I can use Bolt AI's user interface to ask questions. And all of a sudden, I get it in beautiful interface. And the answer that you're seeing at this point of time is completely generated using an AI that is running on my computer. It's magic, guys. And on top of that, even these damn local AI models, we have the ability to change the parameters. We have the ability to change the settings. Are you able to understand how insanely powerful this is? Being a generalist, you're able to run AI models on your computer and run them for free 24/7 or without paying a single cent forever, no internet access needed. On top of that, you're able to connect something like Open Router to a user interface. As a result, all of a sudden, you're able to use 300 best AI models whenever you want, however you want. The job of a generalist is to know which AI model to use where to get the best out of it. And that is what how I operate as well. That's level one, guys. And there's so many more like prompting, frameworks, workflows, bunch of things inside of level one that you should learn. The roadmap has been shared with you guys. That will have everything inside of it. And for you guys to ace level one and go really deep into it, what I just showed you is like 20%. It will take you about 3.5, 4 months. It's very, very important. It's very strong. It will change the way you operate. That is level one. It will take you 3.5 to 4 months if you can dedicate at least 10 hours a week. If you can't dedicate your time, nobody can help you. That is the reality. Now you have this information, which is your unfair advantage. I really hope you're using this to get the most out of AI. But, anyways, that is level one, guys. Level two is all about MCPs. What is MCP? MCP is where you automate your stuff. You see, most of the people, when we talk about AI, we realize that AI has to do a job for us. For example, right? A simple example. Today we built the LinkedIn tool, but still that app was able to do the research and all, but still was not posting on LinkedIn on my behalf. Well, that last leg of using my LinkedIn to post around it is happening using something called as MCP, which is Model Context Protocol. I didn't do it today, but you can do that. So AI can literally use any app in the world that you're using today to do the job that you're doing today. So if you are under that assumption that I have to do the work, AI cannot do everything end to end, that is false. Using MCP, it can use the software that is on your computer to be able to do a job that you do every single day and get paid for. That is Model Context Protocol. And the best part about MCP is you don't need to know how to write a single line of code. You don't need to be a developer to be able to use MCP. How many of you guys want to see a few examples of how I use MCP? I don't have the time to show you how to set it up, how to build one. It is impossible. It's going to take forever for me to do this. Just this will take me, I don't know, some 100 hours. Yes? Okay. A lot of people are keen. I don't have a lot of time. We're already running late, so I'm going to keep it fast. Okay. Let me show you a few examples very quickly. Let's say I'll start with a very simple example. Let's say I want to order food and I'm too lazy at this point of time to even know what I want to eat. What I've done is I've connected my Claude to my Zomato account. I'm not kidding. I've connected my Claude to my Zomato account. As a result, I can automate ordering my food. For example, I can say something like this. Hey, I'm currently on a session and I'm extremely hungry. I feel like eating some biryani, but I'm done eating the same old biryani every single time, like Meghna in Bangalore. So I want to come up with some new biryani. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to do extensive research on the internet to find the best biryani place. Once you find the best biryani place, connect to my Zomato account to find my home address. And once you found my home address inside of the Zomato account, I want you to see which one of these top biryani places delivers to my home. And then once you identify the top restaurants and the top biryanis that delivers to my home within 45 minutes, give me 3 to 4 options that I can select from so that I try something new instead of eating the same old biryani over and over again. Execute this task for me. Don't order yet. Give me 3, 4 options. I will select and then you can order it for me. That's the task that I want you to do. And guys, that's a prompt. I'm not kidding. That is the prompt. I just want to eat biryani. And I don't want to eat the same biryani over and over again. So, what did I do? Using Model Context Protocol, I connected my Zomato account to my Claude. As a result, Claude now is doing a research, literally a research on the internet to find the best biryani places for me. This was only available to the top CEOs of the world. Now it's available for everyone, right? You have an executive food order person, a mini employee for you, who can research for the best food for you, find the best restaurant, and give you the options. And all you have to say is this is good, and it'll order also. It'll do a cash on delivery, or if you want to pay using UPI, you can pay using UPI directly on Claude. It's like having an assistant whose job is full time to give you food. And to be very frank, as it's ordering food, let me tell you how I actually use it. Look at this. Good job. Let me look for places because it is connected to my Zomato account. Okay. Found where I stay, which is Sarjapur. And now it is pulling out what are the places that it can order food for based on the research it has done. It's doing all this work. But I'll tell you how I use it. The way I use it is I usually am done with thinking about what to eat. So I just ask my Claude, order something that I've never had. It should be high protein. Look up what I'm doing. So my ultra, this is an ultra human ring, by the way. Right? This captures everything for me on how many calories I'm eating. I track how many calories I've burnt every day. And there's one more app that I use, which is called as Fitter, where I track all my food as well. So this data is with Claude as well. I basically say, you know how much I've eaten, how I eat 1800 calories a day. You already know how much I've eaten so far. For dinner, order me something which will fit my calorie ratio, but has to be something new. So it will do the research, find the right food. It also knows what I like, what I don't like. It also knows what my allergies are. It also knows what I prefer eating dinner as. It will do all that research for me and give me 3, 4 options that I've never ordered. It's like these are the same things that we used to sit and do forever on our phones. Now AI does all that donkey work for me. I don't have to do that. Right. So that is what with ordering food. Let it do its job and look at this. It has come up with a bunch of options for me. Paradise biryani, a bong biryani Kolkata style, Bangara biryani cafe, which is Andhra style biryani, Tamil style biryani, which is Dindegul, and it's given me all the options. Let's say I want to eat Dindegul. I select that. It will ask me cash on delivery or UPI and will literally order the food for me. I'm not even kidding. Okay. I don't want it to order food for me, so I'm stopping it, but you get the idea. This is as simple of a task which takes 10 minutes of my time every single day, and I hate it. And I end up ordering the same food. So I got AI to solve it for me. But this is not the crazy part. Let me solve one more problem. This is MCP, guys. A Claude using an app like Zomato, which you use every day to do the job that you do every single day. Now, this is a simpler task. Let's do something even crazier. How many of you guys have invested in stocks? Drop in a heart. If you've invested in stocks and you suck at managing your money, you buy stocks and you end up losing money. You're like me that you'll follow all these influencers. Whenever they say you should buy this, you'll buy it. But when they say you should sell, you'll not watch that video and you'll end up losing money. And you're also someone like me who doesn't have the money to hire a financial advisor to advise me on what stocks to buy. Well, you know what I've done? I've connected my Zerodha Kite account to my Claude. As a result, I can write a prompt like this. Hey, you know what? You act like an expert financial advisor. I want you to pull all the stocks of mine from Zerodha Kite account. You already have access to it using MCP. I've done all the work already, so you should have access to it. Go through all the stocks, see which one are doing well, see which one are not doing well. The stocks that are losing money, I want you to read about them on the internet, do a research about them on the internet on my behalf, and tell me a eventual conclusion of what are the stocks that I should keep and what are the stocks that I should sell. This is the advice that I want you to give me like an expert. Guys, isn't this what we do every single day? When we are investing in stock, this is what you have to do. Oh, the stock is losing money, so I have to go and research on the internet to find the what I should do about it. And then once you read bunch of articles, you understand we should keep it or sell it. Based on that, you take the decision. I'm just getting AI to do all that stuff for me. Simple as that. You can see it is connected to my Zerodha account. It's trying to find the details of me, or it's asking me to log in because it's been a while since I've used it. So it'll ask me to log in right now. No problem. I'm going to quickly log in. Give me a second. It's asking me for my Kite account OTP. You have to log in at least like a few times. It will log out in like a week if I'm not wrong. There you go. And I've logged in already. I say done. And that's it, guys. It'll get into the job of pulling all the stocks. Now, as it's doing, you can see it live. You'll be able to see it live right here as it's doing the job of a expert financial advisor by going into my stocks. And look at this. It's managed to pull all my stocks from my Zerodha account. I have too many stocks. Okay. And do all the work. Let me show you one more insane thing. One of the tools that became a reason for people to lose their jobs in the US is called as something called as Goose. This is Goose, guys. This is, you see this tool? This is Goose. This is built by Jack Dorsey. Okay. This is built by Jack. And look at this, guys. Right here, we got all the stocks. We got the losers here as well. And it did all the research. Now it is starting to do the research for all the stocks that I've lost money for. Let it do the job. I don't have to worry about it. Now let's talk about Goose parallelly. This is Goose, right? What Goose can do is absolutely wild. It can literally manage your computer to do the tasks on your computer. For example, let's say I give it access to my desktop. I just showed you my desktop. Look at how messy this is. There are so many files, so many folders. It's completely messed up. My desktop looks like crap and I want it to be cleaned up. So I just selected my desktop, click on open. Here it comes. It has access to my desktop. I've connected it to my open router. This is an open source tool, so it doesn't have access to any AI. So I gave it access to an AI by connecting it to open router. And now that I've done it, I can just simply prompt, hey, could you go through Hey, could you go through the folder that I've shared access to, which is my desktop? I literally have hundreds of files on my desktop. It's an absolute mess. I want you to clean it up for me. I want you to go through all the files, understand what each one of those are, and organize them into clean folders and move the files there. And also, I want you to create a folder for me which says to be deleted and put all the files that you believe I should delete and are garbage. I want you to do all this organization for me on my folder so that I can clean up my desktop because I find it very hard to find anything important on my desktop because there are literally hundreds of files. There you go, guys. That's the task that I gave to an AI to clean up my desktop, not my wardrobe, my desktop. And that is what Goose will start doing parallelly here. But here you can see how crazy is this? It found all these stocks. We are right here back to our stock investment. It did research of all these stocks. It found out that I'm losing money. Now it is reading about each one of the stock right now and is giving me insights. Look at this. It's giving me literal insights, guys. The IT services cluster about my stocks, the FMCG stocks that I have, the Paytm, my biggest loss so far, the Jubilant Foods, Domino's India, it's in minus, Deepak Nitrate, it's in minus, Crompton, it is in minus. It's literally telling me what I should do. The honest bottom line, you asked me to tell what to sell, and it's literally telling me what I should do right here. How insane is this? It gave me the full structure right here, did the whole analysis. I'm like, I'm too lazy to read all of this. So what can I do? I can ask it to convert it into a dashboard. I'll be like, hey, this is great, but can you do one thing? Could you basically convert the whole thing into a Bloomberg style dashboard so that I can analyze all my numbers in real time and give me a buy, hold, and sell advice directly on the dashboard for me? There you go. I've just asked you to build it into a dashboard and it's going to build me a Bloomberg style dashboard. I don't have to care about it. Let it do its job. While parallelly right here, look at this. It went through all of my files. There are 17 loose files, 21 folders. And it said this is how it wants to organize everything inside of it. It's asking me, should I proceed with this organization? Well, let's see how my desktop is looking. Yes, it is quite messed up. You can see this, how messed up my desktop is at this point of time. It's crazy. I will just say yes to it. Okay, my desktop is right here, guys. It's quite a view when you see it working. Okay, my desktop is right here. I just yes, do it. And look at the desktop folder. It's right here. Look at this. My hands are off. I'm not doing anything. Right now, an AI is literally using my desktop files. Look how the file structures are changing already live in front of you people. Look how the number of files are reducing. And AI is literally using my desktop to clean up my folders to do the stuff for me. It's just wild. And as you see this, you'll be like, Weber, but cleaning of desktop is once. That is true. But do you have software on your computer that you use every single day? Do you use Tally, QuickBooks, Excel, PowerPoint, literally any software? Well, this is an example. AI can literally use any of the softwares that you're doing, that you use on a every single day level, and can use your computer to do your tasks. I told you, I never keep my computer off. This is exactly why. Because there are multiple AI agents, also known as my AI employees, which are doing a lot of work for me on my computer on my behalf. And look at this, guys. Here it comes. The desktop is cleaned up. You'll see everything is cleaned up right here as well. Right? It has converted that into backups, data and research, development projects, LinkedIn content, media and recordings, resume and career, and to be deleted. And there's nothing to be deleted, actually. This is what the organization structure is. And look at this, to be deleted folder is empty because I did not find any obvious garbage file. Most of the file appears to be legitimate or work-based files. I don't really have garbage. So it literally didn't put anything to be deleted either. And AI just did that for me. Okay. And parallelly, our Claude is working on building a dashboard for me. Let it do it. Let it do its stuff. And as it is doing, do you guys want to see one more thing? I think this is going to be crazy for you guys. Okay. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do very quickly. This guy is my friend. His name is Raj Shamani. He has 3,500 plus Instagram posts, has 9 million followers on his Instagram. And this guy creates insane content. His content literally gets him millions of views. Look at that, 5.6 million view, 1.9 million view, 4.1 million view, 2.9 million view, 8.6 million views. I want to take inspiration from his content. Let's say, for example, this content, if it has done 8.6 million views on his Instagram, if I can take that content, restyle it slightly in my own style, add my own flavor to it, and ask it to be rewritten in form of LinkedIn and post it, I could go viral on LinkedIn as well. Does it make sense? I learn from his Instagram reel, see the content of it, understand what he's saying in his content, use that information to write a LinkedIn post in my own style and post it. It could go viral on my LinkedIn as well. But for me to do that, it's a lot of work. I have to go through 3,500 plus posts of Raj, make a Google Sheet, make a list of all the URLs, likes, views, comments, and shares, do data analysis of it to find the top performing, let's say top 100 posts of his, and then ask my AI agent to convert them into LinkedIn posts. And for that also, for the top 100 posts, how will I get what is being spoken here? So I have to download the video, find the transcript of the video, and then give that transcript to an AI to rewrite that into a LinkedIn post. It is a lot of work. But you know what? We've got AI to do all this work for us. As a result, what if I told you I can literally automate this? I have basically connected my Goose, which is this, into a tool called as appify.com. Appify has a bunch of scraping tools, which can scrape the internet, do all that magic for me. So I've connected Goose to my Appify account. As a result, I can literally get the whole damn thing done by an AI right now. Let me show you how I can do that. I can simply come here. Let me give the URL of Raj first. I can give the URL of Raj right here. Here it comes, and I can write a prompt. You are an expert content researcher. I want you to go through the Instagram profile that I've given you above. That is of my friend Raj. Use Appify MCP for this to be able to go through the Instagram profile that I've shared with you and go through the recent 20 Instagram reels of his. Once you've gone through the recent 20 Instagram reels of his, go and look at the top 5 winners of that. The ones that have got the highest number of likes, views, comments, and engagement. And once you have done that, I want you to find the top 5 winners out of the top first 20 recent Instagram reels. Once you found the top 5 winners based on highest amount of engagement, download the videos, find the transcripts of it, and rewrite them into a LinkedIn post exactly in my own style. That is the work that I want you to do end to end using Appify MCP. So I'm literally asking AI to go through his Instagram, just go through 20 posts so that we can do it quickly, or else it'll take forever. Download get the data, do data research, find the top 5, then download the video, find the transcript of it, and once the transcript of the video is there, so AI knows what was spoken inside of it, convert that into a LinkedIn post. And you know what? AI is going to do everything for me. And here I will say this is not working actually. I will say the app doesn't work. Fix it and give me the terminal which is working. It's fine. There are times when it will not work. You just have to say, do it again. That's all. And that's what I said. Do it again. Make it work. I don't care. And you can see this, it has started the work all over again. On one place where our app is working on finding us the top 5 LinkedIn posts. Again, I'm giving you an example so you get a sense of what can be automated. On the other side, we're getting our stocks to be understood, to be built a terminal of so that I can analyze all my stocks on the go as well. We are literally getting AI to automate little things of our lives. And all of this is happening using something called as MCP, which is Model Context Protocol. Let's give it a couple of minutes. You can see this. I have all the details. It did a bunch of work. It did a bunch of analysis. The scraper is running. It's finding all the details. I really don't need to know what it is doing, why it is doing, and everything around it. It's going to do everything all by itself. I don't have to worry about it. The way I operate is I give a task and I move on with my life. I just give a task and I move on with my life. I don't have to worry about is it doing, not doing, is it working, not working, because I come back to it. Guys, if you see my computer, usually I have multiple AI agents running all the time. For example, just for the research, I'll give you an example. For the stock market, I have an agent that runs before the market opens and before the market closes, and one in the middle to analyze. So my AI agent wakes up 3 times in every single day, looks at all the stocks that I have, figures out what I should buy, what I should sell, reads the internet on my behalf, and builds the whole damn thing for me so that I can literally chill out when it is doing the job itself. That is what my AI agents operate. That is stock. I showed you about glimpses of my content. You will see one more insane agent. I can probably show you that, which will give you a direction of how I operate with my AI agents as well. It's all about doing stuff like this. This is what makes you a generalist. You're able to automate stuff that you don't enjoy doing on a every single day level. Look at this. Meanwhile, what it did was it went through the scraper, got the top 20 recent one, probably found the top winners. Now it is running, it's downloading the videos and generating the transcripts at this point of time. It literally found the top videos. Now it is literally downloading the videos and finding the transcripts all by itself. Now, good progress, 11 reels collected so far. Let me continue polling. It's giving me an update. It's giving me an update on what all is done. And meanwhile, on the back end, this damn thing is rebooting the terminal. I don't know what the hell it's doing. I don't know. I think it has taken a different, wrong direction, is what I feel. But let's see. If it doesn't work, I have an idea to fix this as well. Should not be a problem. And it's all happening, guys. It's all happening in front of our eyes as we are just chilling. And there you go, guys. Our terminal is ready. Look at this. The portfolio terminal. How much I invested in? What is the current one? What is the net PNL? Right? What is the stock that I've invested in? What are the winners? What are the losers? What are the things? What is the signal? Everything is right here. I have built myself my own terminal with real-time data. That is what the stock analysis did for us. And parallelly, a goose is working on pulling. Look at this. 18 reels collected, almost done. Let me continue pulling. It's doing its work. I don't have to worry about it. Now, as this is happening, I'll show you one more cool thing that I believe a lot of you people will find it fancy with MCPs, right? This is something that Funny doesn't like at all. You know, I get AI to do phone calls on my behalf. Let's say if I have some work and I want Funny to come and see me in my room, he would not look at my Slack messages because he's busy with something else. He has already 30-member team, so he's busy with his own problems, and I have to call him. And I am too lazy to call. Let me be very frank. So I just ask AI to do it for me. I just simply write a prompt inside of my Claude, something like this. Hey, can you use Vapi MCP to call up Funny on this phone number and tell him that I want to play pickleball after the session is over, and ask him to book the damn court for me because I'm tired. I want to have some fun. So ask him to block the pickleball court so that we can play a nice little game after the session is over. Here is his phone number, and also make sure that you're not showing the phone number in the trail of these messages because I'm on a session right now and I don't want Funny's phone number to get leaked for obvious reasons. So don't show the phone number completely. You can hash it in the remaining messages. Okay. Funny, should I call you?
Oh yeah, yeah. I can't believe you're showing
Okay.
this to everyone today.
Yes, Funny phone number. Don't worry, I'll not show your phone number. Or should I? No, I'll not. I'll
No,
save
no.
you. Don't worry. Okay, which number should I give? Is the new one is what I should give,
Yeah, the new
or
one.
the old one? The
The new
758.
758 you can give.
Okay. Okay. I've just given Funny's phone number to Slack because I obviously don't want you guys to see the phone number, right? And once the prompt kind of moves up, I will show you what's happening inside of this. You can see this a little bit. But again, guys, parallelly, look at what our goose managed to do parallelly here. Look how cool this is. It went through all the top posts, found the top 5 winners, and gave me the data of top 5 winners. Now it has downloaded all the videos in my local machine, has saved it on my computer, and it's trying to pull the top 5 videos right now and it's trying to download and convert that into a transcript as well. It's working. It's parallelly working. I don't have to worry about it. I can make it to do all these things for I don't know how many hours, and it's gonna do all this stuff all by itself as well. Okay, I can see something is happening. And guys, as I don't share anything, here it is. It's working. I'll handle this. Let me find Vapi calling skill. So you might be wondering, how is this working? The way it is working is basically sorry. The way it is working is by working directly with Vapi. You remember the voice agent that we built? The voice agent was built on Vapi, right? The same Vapi I've connected to my Claude. Because I've connected it to my Claude, it is able to create a voice agent and engage a phone call and initiate a call on my behalf for me. Right? So now it says assistant is configured. Okay, I hope there is no phone number visible. Okay, there you go. It says assistant is configured, placing the call now. I don't know, Funny, if you're getting the call. If not, I have to try again.
Oh yeah,
And
I am getting a call.
okay, lift it, put it on speaker. That'll be fun.
Yeah. Is it? Yeah. Oh, okay. No, it was a spam call, Vaibhav. This one was a spam
Okay.
call
Wait,
from one of the learners.
somebody
here.
called. It should come from a +1 number. You have not saved Jerry, is it?
I have. No, I'm getting spammed right now with multiple calls. Maybe we should do it with another number at this point of time. People have noted my
There you
number
go.
down on the.
Yeah, this is a problem, right? With kids who cannot
You've stopped sharing
basically.
your screen, by the way.
I know, I have. Let me see if it will get a call again. Are you continuously getting calls?
It's paused now.
Okay. I'm gonna say.
Yeah. And folks,
It
whoever's
says
trying to call me, I'm not going to answer that call.
okay. It's waste of time for everyone. And maybe we should make those phone calls people who are trying to call you, right? Also public. And say here is how spammers look like. and put
Oh
those
yeah,
numbers.
I'm now getting the Jerry's call.
Lift. Put on speaker. I just said, can you call again?
Is this funny? This is Vaibhav's AI executive assistant calling on his behalf. He asked me to reach out about pickleball after the session today.
Oh yes, this is funny. We could do pickleball after the session today. Did he mention any time?
Today, Vaibhav just wanted to play once the session wraps up. He's pretty tired and just wants to have some fun. Could you book the pickleball court for him? That way, you both can get a nice little game in right after.
Sure, I'll book the pickleball court and let him know that I'll also send the invoice much later for the court.
Funny. Thanks so much for booking the court. I'll pass along the update about the invoice as well. You're the best. Talk soon.
Wow. This
So
is
guys,
how
you just
we get
saw
calls
what
every
happened.
day from Vaibhav. I can't believe people are getting.
Look
a
at this,
real-
guys. Look at this. He picked up the call. The call is connected now. You just saw that he picked up the call. Call in progress. Let it run and waiting for the live call to finish. So what it's doing right now is it's waiting for the live call to finish. Once the call is finished, right, it's literally gonna tell me what Funny told. It's literally going to tell me what Funny spoke, so that it's not just that it made a call. It's also going to tell me what happened in the call so that I'm aware. Now, to be really honest, I don't use it like this anymore. I have an agent which does all of this from my Slack on the go. Right? I don't obviously use Claude. It is much smarter. It has a process where Funny would know this. It'll call for 3 times. If Funny doesn't lift, it sends a message on his WhatsApp also, saying, I'm Vaibhav's AI assistant, Jerry, trying to get in touch with you. Can you please lift the phone? And if he says yes, it will try to call back again. But yeah, it's not just Funny, it's with everyone. But yeah, and look at this. The call is over. I'll check the transcript. It's waiting for the transcript right now, and it'll pull up and it'll give me the whole insights on what happened in the call. You get the idea, right? All of this is happening using MCP. Our Goose is parallelly working on pulling up all the videos, downloaded all the videos, finding the transcripts, doing all the work parallelly on my computer, while we managed to get an AI to do the call on my behalf. And this is not just about Funny, right? I use these calls. Let's say I want to book a restaurant to go on a date. It can do that as well. Look at this. Oh, it says the transcripts and somebody didn't come back. I can just say, can you try again? And sometimes it says it doesn't come back. This is an old system, guys. This is an old system. The new system works like magic. Like I told you, it's all automated in the back end with a skill. This is a new system. Oh, calling Funny again. No, I don't want call Funny again. But okay, you get the point. You get the point. But yeah. So, folks, that is how we rock and roll using MCPs. It's quite powerful, and quite frankly, you can learn everything around MCPs, not just how to order food and all of that, but how to set up everything. How can you automate pretty much anything that you want to automate? You can do all of that if you follow the roadmap. I believe if you go from level 1 into level 2, level 1, level 2 together should not take you more than 7 months if you're able to dedicate 10 hours a week using the roadmap. But how many of you guys, I genuinely want to know, is this helpful? Drop in a heart if this is helping you, for you to understand what is that you can do, so that it will motivate you to continue to operate. I see some spammers. That's okay. I'm going to ignore them. I'm talking to those people who are really here to get value. Incredible. A lot of people finding value. Okay, great. That is level 2, guys, which is MCP. Now, I want to talk about level 3 as well. And this is something that a lot of people kind of grew up with. A lot of people think AI is just with text and images. I believe AI is a lot more than that as well. I believe AI is a force multiplier when it comes to audio and video as well. I'll show you something very cool that I think you will find it cool as well. Right? This is a video that is completely AI generated.
La la. Yeah, hello, sir. Hello, sir. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? What cut do you want, sir? Sir, hello. Pay cut? Pay cut? Oh, हो जाएगा सर.
सही टाइम पे आउटस्किल से एआई अपस्किलिंग नहीं किया तो पे कट ही हो जाएगा.
Learn how to use 25 plus.
Guys, completely AI generated. Here's one more.
Today AI Mastermind. Build your own AI-driven app.
Create stunning visuals. Automate workflows.
Custom GPTs also.
This is going to be very expensive.
Yes, it's free. Register now.
Only on Outskill.
Guys, you see these videos, right? These are so bloody cool, according to me. And they're all completely AI generated, right? And you can do a lot of this crazy stuff. And this is not it, right? Like, I'll tell you what we have done. We have trained an AI to generate images that look exactly like me. For example, if you go to my Instagram, I have over 2 million followers on my Instagram at this point of time. You'll see these images, right? They're completely AI generated. Look at this, me standing with this shirt on. That is completely AI generated. With me holding this laptop, that's completely AI generated. That is me. I've never taken a picture like that, right? What we just did, or me taking an injection here, or me showing a phone with a Nvidia logo, or me looking surprised, or me wearing a mask here that you can see, or me wearing these glasses here looking like a nerd. None of these images are, me shooting them. They're all completely AI generated, because what we did is we trained an AI with a bunch of my images called as soul. As a result, it's able to generate images of me which looks exactly like me. And not just that, I don't know how many of you guys follow me on my Instagram. You can, my handle goes by Vaibhav Sasanti. I create a lot of content on AI on my Instagram, things like this.
Sundar just killed the copy paste workflow forever with one single feature drop. Welcome to day 26 of AI update of the.
Or something like this.
Your brain can solve problems faster while sleeping than while awake. A 40,000 rupee headband just unlocked that hidden mode.
This is future tech. I create a lot of content on AI updates as well, top AI updates.
Google just made iPhone look like 100-year-old device with.
Or, very cool tech news on AI and everything around it. You'll be able to see all that good stuff right here. Something like this.
Elon Musk is taking 3 major AI giants to space. The orbit just became the new Silicon Valley. Welcome to day 41 of AI update of the day. A company called StarCloud.
And able to create content like this, guys, on Instagram. I'll strongly recommend you to follow. In case you want to stay on top of AI and everything that's happening in the world of AI, and you want to know what's happening and the new updates that are coming and everything around it. There's ton of content. I share a lot of updates.
OpenAI
Like
just
this.
turned a coding tool into a weapon for every knowledge worker. Welcome to day 43 of AI updates of the day.
And where I drop AI updates, future tech, prompts, and all that good stuff. There are more than 2 million people who are following me on Instagram. And if you want to stay on top of AI, of course, you can follow me there as well and stay updated. But there is one thing that I quickly wanted to talk about. What if I tell you every single video that you just saw is completely